LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life. SNHU. See yourself succeed at snhu.edu. StubHub. Hey Galaxy fans, StubHub is your ticket out. StubHub is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the LA Galaxy. And Toyota. Let's go places.
It is the end of the road. Hey, everybody, and welcome to LA Galaxy Soccer here on LAGalaxy.com. I'm your host, Christian Miles, and the Los Angeles Galaxy getting set for their final home clash of the 2017 season against fellow Western Conference rivals, Minnesota United. Both of these two coming in with inauspicious record. A game, in all reality and all practicality, doesn't mean anything in terms of the playoffs. They are both been officially eliminated for a few weeks now. But a chance for the LA Galaxy to end a bitter home season on a sweet note. Currently setting a club record with 11 points from their first games at home, 16 to be precise, and a chance for them to put a dent. But regardless of what happens, they find themselves 10 points of drift of the previous low set 10 years ago. For Minnesota United, 2 places above them in the table right now. And in the space of those points, it's a Minnesota United team officially eliminated, but they're starting to show signs of life late in the season, coming from behind to take results in their last 2 games, and currently just 2 defeats and 1 defeat in their last 5. So plenty to play for here for Minnesota. We'll get a look at what they have in store a little bit later in the show. Just a reminder, your weather in Carson is about 88 degrees, clear skies, and a wonderful night for soccer. Your weather report, of course, brought to you by Alaska Airlines. Well, the LA Galaxy, after the international break, have let that result fester. The last time out here in Carson, it was a 1-1 draw against Real Salt Lake, and LA looked as though they were going to take just their 3rd home victory of the campaign. But Real Salt Lake able to sneak in an equalizer late in that one, and really not a point gained, but 2 points dropped. Where do the Galaxy go from here? I've been calling it a series of preseason friendlies because, in all honesty, we're looking ahead to 2018 and how this team is going to retool and revamp itself. These games are the start of a new era, and it starts right here and right now. I'll be joined by Ralph Perez a little bit later in the show, but some changes tonight for Ziggy Schmid. We're going to see Brian Rowe come into goal. Bradley Diallo also will take a role up top, but we will talk about the rest of the starting lineups and the first 11 for Minnesota United coming up in our 3rd pregame segment. But we're just getting things started here from Carson. It's the final home game of the season. It's LA and Minnesota. Stay with us. More coming up next.
Of course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Tonight, some of the greatest artists, performers, and athletes in the world will be pouring their souls out at stadiums and theaters across this city. Tonight, thousands of fans will lose themselves in a sea of like-minded strangers. We still have a few tickets if you'd like to join. We know this may not be a convenient time for you. We know it's not easy to get out. Something amazing is going to happen tonight. And we think you should be there. StubHub, your ticket out.
Scarves up, wheels up. Buckle up, LA, for nonstop flights to more than 38 cities nationwide with Alaska Airlines. As fans of one of the most decorated clubs in league history, it's only right that you get tons of nonstop access to your favorite destinations, including many road games from one of the finest airlines in the land. Pack your bags, pack your jersey, and pack your full 90 for nonstop flights to cheer on the Galaxy when they go on the road. Scarves up, wheels up. Buckle up for nonstop flights on Alaska Airlines. Galaxy fans, Papa John's has a new offer for you this season. Every Galaxy game day, get 50% off your online order of regular menu price items using promo code GALAXY at papajohns.com. That's right. Cheer on the Galaxy every game day with 50% off your entire online order at Papa John's. Enter promo code GALAXY online at papajohns.com to redeem better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's, official partner of the LA Galaxy.
At Southern New Hampshire University, we have just one goal: your success. As the official education partner of the LA Galaxy, we're dedicated to helping the entire LA Galaxy family succeed, and that includes their fierce, die-hard fans. Choose from over 200 online degree programs and gain the skills and expertise you need to succeed in your field. Visit snhu.edu/LA Galaxy.
76 introduces the Long Cut, spending a little extra time exploring the open road. We even made a fancy new TV commercial, and we're going to have our director describe it.
So like we see these guys, and they're like, what's a long cut? Boom! They're all like, whoa, this is awesome. And then they're at a 76 station, and they're like, time for gas. And then it's like, and that is pretty much what the commercial is.
Anyway, we want to hear all about your long cuts, too. Share yours today using the hashtag 76longcut. 76. We're on the driver's side.
And we welcome you back to Carson here at the StubHub Center as the LA Galaxy get set to lock horns with their Western Conference rivals, Minnesota United. Christian Miles taking you along for the ride here on the pregame show. And the LA Galaxy just one win in their last 17 games. And Sigi Schmid now embarking on his 13th match in charge. People looking for positivity right now. People at the StubHub Center looking to take something out of this campaign that has left such a bitter taste in these supporters' mouths. 2 wins, 9 defeats, and 5 draws here at home. Just the 2 wins, one of those coming against Montreal back early in the season in April, and of course one about a month and a half ago at the expense of the Colorado Rapids. Can they turn the ship tonight? That remains to be seen. Sigi Schmid has come in and chopped and changed, looking for the successful formula, looking for the answer, and he feels he might have it tonight with more of the same. We're going to see Bradley Diallo get a run out for the first time in quite a while. And in goal, a big shakeup as well as Clement Diop, who's started the last 2 or 3 games. He will drop to the bench, and Brian Rowe will make his first appearance in over a month. It's been a revolving carousel in terms of goalkeeping between Rowe, Clement Diop, and the ever-impressive John Kempen. But tonight it goes to Rowe, and the auditions for 2018 start right here and right now. For Minnesota United, it's more of the same for them. A young, promising crop. Of course, the club in its first season in Major League Soccer after a highly successful run in the lower division. And they come into this game with a record of 10 wins, 16 defeats, and 6 draws. And they find themselves a few points above the Galaxy, in fact 7 to be precise. So no chance of LA trying to catch their adversaries tonight. The focus for LA, trying to become the team that doesn't finish last. The Colorado Rapids currently above them by just 1 point in the standings. So we shall see how it washes out. Away from home, things have been pretty good here for Minnesota United as of late. 3 wins in their last 5 games against the Chicago Fire, the Montreal Impact, and of course Atlanta United. But overall, those are the only wins on the campaign. So they're getting it right, but it may be a case of too little, too late for Adrian Heath's team, who come in the 9th position in the Western Conference with 36 points. The final home match of the season, and once again, the LA Galaxy have a long list of walking wounded. Daniel Steres unable to go. Pele van Aanholt continues to nurse his torn ACL tendon. Bajie Husidic is still recovering from that broken leg. And Seba Lletget lost a long time ago, all the way back at the beginning of the campaign, still recovering from his foot problems. And Robbie Rogers, who has not featured all season long. Speculation that, hey, it might be his last season as a Galaxy player last year. His future up in doubt. We'll see what he decides to do going forward, as this defense really has been at fault for a lot of goals this year for the LA Galaxy. They currently come in with 62 goals conceded, and that is 2nd worst in MLS. The good news, the team that has conceded more, the only other team that has a worse record is this Minnesota United team. They've let in 64 goals, the worst record in the entire top flight, and that includes both the Eastern and Western Conference. So there are some vulnerabilities back there. We shall see if the Galaxy can exploit them. Giovanni Dos Santos is back. He was not part of the Tuesday setup for Mexico, but he did feature in last Friday's game against Trinidad and Tobago and played about an hour, so he should have some fresh legs. And Roman Alessandrini has been chomping at the bit in training for the past 2 weeks. He is up and ready to go. It's retooled and reconfigured, and we'll see if Sigi Schmid can push all the right buttons now in his 13th game in charge. All right, we're going to take a quick break here on LAGalaxy.com. However, keep it right here. When we return, we'll take a look at the starting lineups for both LA and Minnesota when we return.
At Southern New Hampshire University, We have just one goal, your success. As the official education partner of the LA Galaxy, we're dedicated to helping the entire LA Galaxy family succeed, and that includes their fierce, die-hard fans. Choose from over 200 online degree programs and gain the skills and expertise you need to succeed in your field. Visit snhu.edu/LAGalaxy.
Have you considered a long cut, Gary?
What's a long cut? Radio guy?
That's not my name, Gary. Don't be rude. A long cut can be anything. First, you go to a 76 station for gas, then you go anywhere else. Like that paintball place.
Don't those things hurt?
Come on, Gary. A long cut can also be a stop at that barbecue shack.
It's like 8:15 in the morning.
A long cut is taking some time to explore anything the road has to offer. Fuel your long cut with top-tier gas from 76. 76. We're on the driver's side.
If you've ever had a full count with bases loaded in the bottom of the ninth, or if you've ever zoned in on the top corner of the net, then you might know the thrill of playing at San Manuel Indian Bingo and Casino. Because only one casino is all about the thrill. San Manuel Indian Bingo and Casino. All thrill. Please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Galaxy fans, Papa John's has a new offer for you this season. Every Galaxy game day, get 50% off your online order of regular menu price items using promo code GALAXY at papajohns.com. That's right. Cheer on the Galaxy every game day with 50% off your entire online order at Papa John's. Enter promo code GALAXY online at papajohns.com to redeem better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's, official partner of the LA Galaxy.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
StubHub Center, can you read me?
Copy that.
We've identified an extraterrestrial aboard the spaceship. He's been secured and is open to questioning. Cosmic being, what do you want?
I'm here to gain intelligence from Earthland. You are in possession of the colorful and fizzy liquid I seek.
You mean Shasta?
Yes, I consumed Shasta and had the ultimate reaction. Equal parts fizz, fruit, and fun. I wish to experience all the Shasta. These flavors are out of this galaxy.
Oh, we've got the perfect place for you. At the StubHub Center.
Bring them home, guys.
It just has to be Shasta, the official soft drink of the LA Galaxy.
The countdown continues. Kickoff just a matter of minutes here at the StubHub Center. The final home game, the send-off. What has been, quite honestly, a dreary 2017. But with that being said, the light is always the best when it's darkest. So we shall see what comes forward here for the LA Galaxy. Their home record, something to be a little bit to be desired. We'll see if they can turn upon that. Time now to take a look at the starting lineups, brought to you by City National Bank, the official bank of the LA Galaxy. Darkest before the dawn is indeed true to the word, but LA Galaxy and Ziggy Schmid making just a couple of changes from the team that drew against Real Salt Lake 2 weeks ago. It comes in goal. Brian Rowe now making his 13th start of the season and his first appearance since September 10th when he came on as a substitute for John Kempin away to Seattle. Another big change here comes to the Frenchman, Bradley Diallo, who comes in on the right-hand side of defense. He makes his 14th start, his last appearance coming here at the StubHub in that disappointing defeat to Toronto FC. Romney and Ciani will form that central defensive partnership with the impressive Ashley Cole at left back. Roman Alessandrini in a 4-4-2 tonight. Jonathan Dos Santos in that holding along with Jermaine Jones, part of that midfield too. And the wide role on the left-hand side is going to be Emma Boateng with 4 goals and 2 assists. He makes his 28th start, and it's going to be Gio Dos Santos with 6 goals to his credit, pairing with the ever-impressive youngster Bradford Jamieson, who's come through the LA Galaxy youth system and is starting to raise some eyebrows. He's found the back of the net in their last 2 games against Real Salt Lake and the Houston Dynamo, and trying to end his season on a high. For Minnesota United, well, they're coming off a 1-1 draw before the international break against Sporting Kansas City. Michael Boxall and Francisco Calvo, the Costa Rican, will form that partnership. Those are 2 changes. Kevin Molino is the third. He comes in on the left-hand side. We'll see Ibsen and Martin in holding roles, with former Columbus crewman Ethan Finley wide on the right. And the kid from Gardena, Christian Ramirez, will get a start up top. Their top goal scorer with 14 goals, good enough for 9th best in Major League Soccer. And Abu Danladi, the former UCLA Bruin, a bit of a homecoming for him. The first time he's played professionally here in LA and starting to turn it on as of late. 8 goals and 2 assists in his 25 appearances. Indeed, the #1 draft pick starting to play every bit as a marquee player. Mark Birch will take the role at left back, and Bobby Shuttlesworth will be in goal once again, the longtime backup, enjoying a good run out with the expansion team, Minnesota United. They are coached, of course, by Adrian Heath, and they take their business very seriously. There is pressure on this Minnesota team to take something positive out of the campaign, and after a good run of form in the last 5 games, that has seen them take 3 victories in that stretch. Well, they are starting to achieve what they had promised to their fans. The Galaxy trying to turn it around themselves. 1 win in their last 17, and that coincides with a run of 12 defeats and 4 draws. It has not been pretty to watch, and some questions. A lot of these players playing for jobs right now. In essence, you could say Ziggy Schmid is holding auditions for 2018 as the Galaxy look to retool and revamp, and a fresh start coming up next year. Who's going to be around? That remains to be seen, but some of those questions could be answered tonight. Referee is the experienced Alex Chilowitz. He'll be assisted by Apollino Mariscal and Jeremy Kiso. The 4th official is the vastly experienced Baldomero Toledo, and there will be the VAR in effect tonight. Juan Guzman will be sitting in the booth overseeing things up there. All right, we're going to step aside one more time, but keep it right here on LAGalaxy.com. When we return, it's the first half kickoff. It's the Galaxy and Minnesota, and it's next.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life. SNHU. See yourself succeed at snhu.edu. StubHub. Hey, Galaxy fans, StubHub is your ticket out. StubHub is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the LA Galaxy. And Toyota. Let's go places.
Galaxy fans, Papa John's has a new offer for you this season. Every Galaxy game day, get 50% off your online order of regular menu price items using promo code GALAXY at papajohns.com. That's right. Cheer on the Galaxy every game day with 50% off your entire online order at Papa John's. Enter promo code GALAXY online at papajohns.com to redeem better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's, official partner of the LA Galaxy.
You know what, son? Shasta Red Pop always brings me back to fireworks at the lake on the 4th of July. I can still hear those fireworks popping.
You know, I've always been a tiki punch kind of guy. Sounds like a ukulele at a luau.
Oh, California Dreamin' always brings me back to the surf and the sun of the California coast.
Remember all the Fiesta punch we drank at that backyard fiesta? If it sounds like flavor, it just has to be Shasta.
Scarves up, wheels up. Buckle up, LA, for nonstop flights to more than 38 cities nationwide with Alaska Airlines. As fans of one of the most decorated clubs in league history, it's only right that you get tons of nonstop access to your favorite destinations, including many road games from one of the finest airlines in the land. Pack your bags, pack your jersey, and pack your full 90 for nonstop flights to cheer on the Galaxy when they go on the road. Scarves up, wheels up. Buckle up for nonstop flights on Alaska Airlines.
If you've ever had a full count with bases loaded in the bottom of the ninth, or if you've ever zoned in on the top corner of the net, then you might know the thrill of playing at San Manuel Indian Bingo and Casino. Because only one casino is all about the thrill. San Manuel Indian Bingo and Casino. All thrill. Please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Come in now and get the 2016 you've been waiting for at Toyota's annual clearance event. Save big with an incredible $2,500 factory cash back on a new 2016 Camry, $2,000 back on a new Sienna or the redesigned Prius. Get $1,500 cash back on a new Corolla or $1,000 back on a new Tundra. It all ends September 6th, so hurry in before they're gone. Must take delivery from 2016 new car dealer stock by midnight September 6th. Offers may vary by region.
When you buy or lease any new Toyota, you get Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Toyota Care covers normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. There's even lockout protection and 24-hour roadside assistance. See your Toyota dealer for details and exclusions. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska. Toyota, let's go places.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
The national anthem currently underway as we get set for the final home game of the season for the LA Galaxy. Getting set to lock horns for the final time this season with Minnesota United FC. Happy to have you along. Christian Miles in the booth and taking you through this one and trying to put a nice little bow on what has been a stale season. These two meeting for the first time since May when the Galaxy got one of those great away victories, 2-1 up north. Dos Santos on target and an own goal, negating the strike from Ramirez, who found the back of the net on Minnesota's behalf. That was a different team for the Galaxy as well as Minnesota, who've really turned it around with 3 victories in the space of those 5 games, most recent of which their only defeat coming back on September 30th in a disappointing 2-1 loss at Houston. The Galaxy, well, they've been quiet as of late. Their last match taking place on the 30th before the international break, but coming off a disappointing, really bitter 1-1 draw that saw Kyle Beckerman record an equalizer here at the StubHub Center 5 minutes into stoppage time. Statistically, records that are going to be broken perhaps tonight. The LA Galaxy currently sitting on a goals conceded 61 so far this season, and that, of course, ties the record for 2007 when they conceded 61 as well. So if they let one more in, it will be a franchise worst. And to be honest, that is where things have fallen apart for the Galaxy this year. There's certainly plenty of blame to go around, but defense needs to be shored up. They're looking for better understanding and looking for a little bit more resilience in between the pipes today. So we may see a tweak to the starting lineup. As I look down on the pitch, I see Clement Diop wearing the goalkeeping gloves, and it was going to be Brian Rowe who was slated to start, but he's going to be left out. So Clement Diop will come in. Still 2 changes from that team that drew against Real Salt Lake, and we'll see how the Frenchman acquits himself. He's been a big part of the starting lineup for the Galaxy throughout the last 3 or 4 games. Just 1 clean sheet for him. He'll look for another one here tonight, as Ziggy Schmid taking an extended look in those goalkeeper auditions, and the Frenchman might be foremost in his thoughts looking ahead to 2018. Minnesota United coming off a bittersweet 1-1 draw back on October 7th, and it was Coleman on target before an equalizer from Sporting Kansas City's Diego Rubio. So we shall see. They did finish that match down to 10 men, and they saw Greenspan sent off their central defenders, so they've had to chop and change. They make 3 changes from that side. Michael Boxall, the New Zealand defender, will come in to partner Cisco Calvo, the Costa Rican, in the center of defense. And Kevin Molina, the Trinidad and Tobago man, will play a wide role for them. It's a 4-4-2 setup, the tried and true for Adrian Heath, with Abu Dinladi, the former UCLA Bruin, partnering Ramirez. We are underway, and it's going to be the LA Galaxy in their dark strip, and not kicking us off, it will be the visitors. Galaxy in their dark navy blues, as Ashley Cole gets the first touch of the evening for the home side. It will be a throw-in now for Minnesota. And playing a wide role is going to be Jerome Thiessen, the Swiss defender at right back today. Just on the outside right shoulder of Calvo. Nice little touch in for Abu Dinladi, who looks a little thicker, a little beefier than we saw him with the Bruins when he was a skinny kid making those breakaway goals for Jorge Salcedo's men. And he is starting to blossom into the real deal. Here's Ibsen. Just trying to play it on him wide. Possession, the order of the day, something that the Galaxy have been targeting for improvement during their recent training sessions. Translating that into a game is an entirely different story, as it's found its way forward now for Ethan Finley. He's tucked inside, and it's claimed by Michael Ciani, the newest member of the LA Galaxy, who was signed as a free agent earlier in August. Ciani trying to get it right. It has been an inauspicious start for the Frenchman, but he does bring a vast amount of experience, playing most notably and recently of which with Lazio of the Italian Serie A. This is Ashley Cole wide on the left-hand side. Jermaine Jones gets his first touch, the former U.S. international. Perhaps a chance for him to play his way into the U.S. setup. And of course, the United States not making it to Russia 2018 after that Tuesday defeat in Trinidad and Tobago. That's another story, and Jermaine Jones, well, coming up for some controversial comments he made on Twitter defending his former head coach Jurgen Klinsmann, and has drawn a little bit of ire and criticism from some of his club and country teammates and members of the soccer media community, but he has been outstanding since Ziggy Schmid has introduced himself as coach. In these 12 games in the last 2 months or so, Jermaine Jones has been a paramount destroyer in the heart of that Galaxy midfield, and once again, he will wear the armband, the German-born American. Nice claim from Jonathan Dos Santos for his big brother, Gio. Ciani touches it wide inside the Galaxy half. This is Ashley Cole trying to send it long for the pacey Bradford Jamison IV. But that one asking a bit too much of the former Los Dos or LA Galaxy 2 youth product. Possession the order of the day. An away record here for Minnesota United. 3 wins, 10 defeats, and 2 draws. However, beware, all three of those victories coming in their most recent games. Chicago, Atlanta, as well as Montreal. Touch for Michael Boxall. Missed the last game with injury. And a new central defensive partnership, as we saw Greenspan and Kallman set up against Sporting Kansas City the last time out. So a new look, chance that perhaps a little bit of misunderstanding might work out to the Galaxy's advantage. Here's a little flare run from Abu Danladi, who's got speed to burn, and a crunching challenge there from David Romney, who's going to have his hands full tonight. It'll come out now. Minnesota get the first throw of the evening. Great night for soccer here in Carson. Temperatures hovering just above 90 as a heat wave continues to sweep through Southern California. It's going to be Molino, the Trinidad and Tobago former international, sends it straight in, right in front, and the Galaxy don't do well enough. There was a chance there for the taking, but it just ricochets on the opposite side of that 6-yard box and goes high of goal. So a goal kick now for Clement Diop, who will be relieved to see that one go askew. Fullbacks pushed very high forward. No Giassi Zardes tonight in the first 11, still nursing a bit of a groin injury that he sustained 2 weeks ago against Real Salt Lake. So a chance for Bradley Diao to come back from his hamstring problem and solidify that role at right fullback. Throw in now for the Galaxy, who've made their second foray into the Minnesota half. Here's Jonathan Dos Santos, who is also involved in international play for Mexico. Jonathan featuring as a starter on Tuesday away to Honduras in that 3-2 defeat in San Pedro Sula. Did not play a role, was an unused substitute on the bench 9 days ago against Trinidad and Tobago. And here he is, the former Villarreal man, linking up with Ashley Cole, wide on the near touchline for the speedy Emma Boateng, but it's a giveaway that time from Gio. And off to the races is Abu Danladi. Good reading of the game as David Romney able to come back to the left-hand side and cover for Ashley Cole, who's a little farther up and advanced. The mark of a good left back, and Romney has been one of the standout performers in what has been a dire campaign defensively for the Galaxy. And not back there with his usual partner, Daniel Steres, who continues to nurse that back injury. He's been lost for the last 2 or 3 games and will be out for the remainder. Just one game after this one, away to FC Dallas next weekend. We'll have it for you here on LAGalaxy.com. First, though, the touch from Ibsen. Boxall now will leave it over for Calvo. We'll see how they forge their understanding together. Left-hand side as they look to go right down the throat of Ciani, but it's offside against Abu Danladi. Likes to play on the last shoulder of that defender, and that is something that these LA Galaxy center halves, both Ciani and Romney, are going to have to be aware of. He's got the pace to get in. I had a chance to catch a lot of his collegiate career at the UCLA Bruins, and enough to really capture the imagination of Chelsea scouts who reportedly offered him a contract, Abu Danladi, but he turned it down to partake in his sophomore year, which is a couple of years ago over in Westwood, before declaring himself pro and declining his final year of eligibility for Jorge Salcedo and the Bruins. Losing out in possession, and down goes Ibsen. Just took a little bit of a challenge there from Bradford Jamison. Mark Burchett left back tonight. Cisco Calvo, Sam Cronin still out with a slight problem now for Minnesota United. Joe Greenspan suspended. Cronin's been the man who's been marshaling the center of that midfield. He's out with a head problem. Bernard Agnor unable to go tonight as well. Mark Birch was expected to be out, but he's passed the late fitness test, so he will be available as a left back, the former DC United man. They're going to need him tonight. So Ibsen, the Brazilian, is up. He's part of that midfield too, along with Colin Martin. It's a real orthodox 4-4-2 setup tonight for Adrian Heath. He's a no-nonsense manager, former Orlando SC boss. And the Galaxy have gotten it back far on the right-hand side. It's Roman Alessandrini, top of the box now. Giovanni Dos Santos supported by his little brother, who hits it first time just on the outside of the box for Emmanuel Boateng. Nice entry pass as Alessandrini has made his foray forward, slips past one defender, but good coverage in the back before it's cleared. And here comes a great opportunity for Minnesota to counterattack. But that's short-lived, however, as Jonathan Dos Santos links up with his big brother once again. Gio just trying to weave and dodge his way through that defense. It's Gio that's in. Michael Boxall, the only barrier between him and goal. And Gio eventually losing out too many touches there for the Mexico international. He's good, but not that good. And Ibsen losing the challenge, trying to play a long diagonal on this right-hand side, and it's not kept in by Ramirez. Back to David Romney. LA trying to be calm, cool, and collected and give their fans one final show. A home record that has seen them lose 9 of their 16 games. As he mentioned, 11 points, and that is 10 worse than the record set by the 2007 edition of the LA Galaxy. And Cole loses out, and only too happy to oblige is the speedy Ethan Finley. He is away and gets caught in two minds. It's a miss-hit cross that sails over the far post and out of play. So a goal kick coming up for Clement Diop, and something I'm sure Ashley would like to have back, an inauspicious moment for the 36-year-old Englishman who has been far and away the best defender that the Galaxy have had all season long, and one of the few ever-present and constant players amongst that back four. 9 minutes gone. Happy to have you along here on LAGalaxy.com. Still no goals between LA and Minnesota. A match that doesn't mean anything in terms of the race for the playoffs. Pride very much on the line for both of these two as Clement Diop gives it a ride right past midfield. Boxall loses out on the leap from Bradford Jamieson. Jermaine Jones restores possession for LA. And a clever turn from Alessandrini, but the muscular Boxall able to muscle off the Frenchman. Boxall indeed a beast in his own right to deal with, the former Vancouver Whitecap. Inside for Colin Martin. And they look to build down this right, trying to pick on Ashley Cole. Don't know if they got the memo, but Cole has been one of the better left backs, so that may be an ill-advised philosophy and strategy tonight. We shall see if they continue forth. Romney, a lot of space between he and his defensive partner, Ciani, but this Galaxy would come out with a real attacking posture right now. They want to start well, but there's a high line being played by the visitors. It'll be up to Jamieson to play on that last shoulder and to get in behind. Jonathan Dos Santos, excellent touch. Around one, keeps possession well. He is quality. Makes about half the money his big brother makes, but never the contributor, and he's come on to good effect as Gio goes down. He'll get himself a free kick. This one about 35 yards out, quickly taken. Roman Alessandrini fires, and he hits. Alessandrini catching the defense unawares. 11 minutes in, and the Frenchman with his 12th goal of the season. Delight for LA, darkness for Minnesota, and it's 1-0 here in Carson. It was a set piece that Minnesota weren't quite ready for. They took it quick, and they struck with a lethality that's been matched by his superb play all season. Roman Alessandrini, hands down, the MVP, and he delivers the goods once again. Roman Alessandrini, goal number 12, and that will complement a total of assists of 10. So a hand in 21 goals this season. Make it 22. And this fan base fired up They haven't had much to cheer about, these LA Galaxy supporters. But they've got something going now, but looking for a swift response. They're Minnesota into the LA box, cleared away by Ashley Cole. Super play out of the back. And here come the Galaxy looking to break and take another bite out of Minnesota. Giovanni Dos Santos wide on the right-hand side, and he's got Emma Boateng as the cross is blocked. Jonathan Dos Santos picks it up, trying to carve out his niche in midfield. No doubt he'll be back next year in 2018. Bradford Jamieson looks as though his spot may be assured. But nothing is safe at this point. And quite frankly, it just hasn't been good enough. Ashley Cole trying to make a run forward. And how about a cheeky little back heel from Roman Alessandrini. He's rested, relaxed, and ready to go. The new proud papa. So a throw in here for LA. And while we've got a moment, don't miss out on any of the action next year. 2018 LA Galaxy season ticket memberships are now available for starting as low as $17 per match. They include all 17 regular home matches, preseason matches, and Lamar Hunt US Open Cup matches. To learn more about how to become a Galaxy season ticket member, visit lagalaxy.com/since96 or call 1-877-3-GALAXY today. Gio is setting up camp in this Minnesota half. There's a patience and methodical approach to LA right now. Alessandrini, who's lively and always up for the fight, supported by the destroyer, Jermaine Jones. Here's Ciani and everybody forward, all 10 field players in. A pocket of space. Jonathan Dos Santos tries one from about 35 yards out, but overly audacious, you could say there. So a goal kick coming up for Bobby Shuttlesworth. After a bright first 5 minutes here for the visitors, it's been somewhat subdued. Is LA, in essence, getting that one against the run of play. The counterattack started the foul, and quickly on the restart on Roman Alessandrini taking it, and one of the sweetest left feet in Major League Soccer cashes in once again. Remember, he, along with the Dos Santos brothers, comprising the designated player membership of this LA Galaxy team. And proving to be good money spent, the former Olympique Marseille man, now in his first season in MLS play. Molino trying to lift it over the top. David Romney says not this time. The nice touch back, and here come Minnesota. Trying to return fire, and the strength of Jermaine Jones. He did brilliantly to shoulder off the challenge. LA, quite simply, are out-muscling Minnesota in midfield. Here's Ashley Cole. Incredible to think about Ashley Cole. Going all the way back to his youthful days at Arsenal when he was one of the more promising young prospects. And at one point, Roy Hodgson, the England manager, calling him the best left back on the planet. And he's been one of the better performers at 36 years of age in this league. And a lot of critics when he signed from Roma after a poor time in Italy, but he has proved the critics wrong. Heavy touch from Molino. Good backtracking from Roman Alessandrini. There's a bite for this Galaxy team in defense tonight. Here's Emmanuel Boateng trying to unleash those speedy little legs. Gio Dos Santos is in. Flag is down. Square ball across. Nicely read at the back by Francisco Calvo, who dispatches. But it was a good move down this left-hand side as they got behind the right back. That is something that has been one of the brighter moments throughout the season. The Galaxy have had good wing play, supplied chiefly by Roman Alessandrini as well as Emma Boateng, who's flourished in starting roles, both under Kurt Analfo as well as Sigi Schmid. A big switch from Jermaine Jones for his fellow European, Alessandrini. Alessandrini continues to buzz away, and it's going to be a handball against the freshman. Trying to sell it to the referee, but referee Alex Chilowitz having none of it, and a pretty tough sell there, Roman. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try again. Here's Molino looking to build in midfield, but once again, Alessandrini just picking his pocket at will. Fiefdom from the Frenchman. He's been the most valuable addition this year to the Galaxy, far and away. Right inside, Jonathan Dos Santos. LA, of course, seeing the Giassi Zardes experiment at right back. They'll come to an end for now, but that's because of injury to Giassi, who came out with a little bit of a groin problem a couple of weeks ago. Hasn't been able to train at full strength. Hasn't been the most auspicious of seasons for Giassi, who's been given a run out in defense. paltry goal-scoring total of 2 this year for the U.S. international. Here's Jones in his own half, goes over the byline, or the halfway line, and drifts out. Throw in now for Minnesota inside their own half. 10 wins, 16 defeats, and 6 draws for the second-to-last side in the Western Conference. Bradford Jamison goes down, and he's going to get himself a free kick just on the side of the 18-yard box. Looked to be a little theatrical from Bradford. 3 goals and 1 assist for the Los Dos product. Started a lot of the season playing for Los Dos, and it's slowly but surely played his way into Kurt Analfo's plans and become a mainstay here under Ziggy Schmidt. He likes the pace the young man possesses. He's got the tools to be a good pro at this level. But first things first, it's Roman Alessandrini standing over this free kick, and this left foot just teetering on the chalk on the edge of that 18-yard box. Everybody lining up at the far post, and Alessandrini gives it a ride, squares it straight in, comfortably dealt with by this Minnesota defense. Here's Jonathan Dos Santos trying to work the triangles with his big brother, Gio. That didn't quite come off, but Jonathan keeps possession up and over the top and headed away by Boxall in the center of that Minnesota defense. And a slight nutmeg. The oohs and the ahs of the fans like it, but LA keep possession. It's a good spell, this, from the Galaxy before Molino comes in. Free kick called, however, and it'll come back. Another free kick, not too far away from goal for the LA Galaxy. The victories against the Colorado Rapids and, of course, Montreal back in April. Home has been anything but sweet. As we mentioned, they've already broken that record set by the 2007 edition of the LA Galaxy. There's no way they can avoid breaking that record. 11 points, 10 worse than 2007. But that's history. What will they do now? Gio Dos Santos gives it a ride. Great delivery for Romney, who sends his volley high. It just sat up on the outside of his right foot, but he was unmarked, and the Galaxy really should have cashed in. Point blank opportunity for the LA Galaxy netminder. Upon further review, no one picking him up. A blown assignment from Thiessen, the right fullback, and Romney only seeing Shellsworth and a lot of grass standing between him and goal number 3 of the campaign, but the center half couldn't quite pull it off. So a chance that goes begging, and if this one ends up on level terms, one that they will really rue a missed opportunity. So a big bullet dodge, you could say, here for Minnesota. Back to Boxall, looking to build out of the back. This is Jerome Thiessen, sending it up and over the top, trying to use the pace of Danladi, but he's in the offside position for the second time this evening. And that has been one of the knocks on the youngster. Abu Danladi needs to learn the intricacies of playing such a role at the professional level. Very much a modern-day striker, slightly in the mold of a Pippo Inzaghi, who likes to play on that last shoulder of the defender, but could take a few lessons from the former Italian legend, that's for sure. Meanwhile, just in the center circle, it's Bradford Jamison fouling Ibsen, the Brazilian. Gives it away, and there's Gio Dos Santos quickly on the scene to restore possession for LA. He's got Alessandrini just past midfield, wide on the right-hand side, as LA look to build. Possession has been better. It's not been crisp, but it's been tidy. Boateng trying to play the inside channel. Tyson gets his angles wrong. He's bowled over by Cole. Referee swallows the whistle, and Molino and company get possession back. Minnesota trying to find an answer after that early goal. Roman Alessandrini able to slice his way through off that dead ball opportunity. The LA Galaxy has scored 2 directly from free kicks, and that amounts to their 7th from a dead ball situation this year. So that's been one of the bright spots in an attack that has managed to muster up just 42 goals. Ironically, 5 or just 3 fewer than Minnesota United. But not the usual goal-scoring exploits that we're used to seeing here in Carson. Losing out is Finley, who's dropped into a central role predominantly in the early stages. It's been a bit narrow, you could say, from Minnesota, as LA start to dominate possession. Jones to the near left-hand side for Emma Boateng in a foot race at their right back. He drops the shoulder. It's a good recovery from the defender, Thiessen, who did well. Throw in for Boateng and the Galaxy. He's supported now. Touch for Ashley Cole. squares it for Jermaine Jones. Back to Siani. They look to relieve the pressure and keep this possession. And that is a trademark staple of a Ziggy Schmid team. Giovanni Dos Santos for Jonathan Dos Santos, who crosses the center circle into the Minnesota half. Bradford Jamison closed down well with his back to goal. Good play. Brings Roman Alessandrini into it. They've got the overlapping run. The chip on the outside. The looping header. And something out of nothing. The header rattles off the crossbar. It did not cross the plane of the goal line, despite the moans and groans here at StubHub. What a beautifully orchestrated play. It was a header from Jonathan Dos Santos from about 17 yards out. It looped over the head of the keeper and hit the underside of the crossbar, but it did not cross the line. And there's been no indications from our referee that it will be reviewed, but that's not one of the criteria for VAR, or video assistant review. Remember, it's cases of mistaken identity, red cards, penalties, and goals. There's the 4 criteria, but it has been. Was it a goal or not? So they are going to review it after all. So Alex Chilowitz conferring. Remember, the man up in the boot tonight, Juan Guzman Jr. So it does fit the criteria. My apologies. Whether it was a goal or not remains to be seen. From our vantage point, it certainly did not appear to be the case. But to be honest, folks, we don't have the best angle up here. It's going to require somebody with a clear look at it. So the VAR review is in effect, and it looks as though the goal will be credited. And Jonathan Dos Santos, as a result, will open up his goal-scoring account. And for once in a lifetime, the Galaxy vindicated by video assistant replay. Wow, what a turn of events. We've seen it bite the Galaxy in the behind so many times, but it works out to their advantage. And while we've got a moment, 16 origins, 1 destination. Learn about your favorite players and their road to LA, driven by Chevrolet. LAGalaxy.com. Chevy is the destination. So the Galaxy, the beneficiaries of video review, they get the job done. 2-0 is the scoreline. And you want to talk about a molehill being forged into a mountain? It is going to take something Herculean for Minnesota to claw their way back into it. And finally, after a long, hot summer, these Galaxy supporters have something to cheer about. A little something to make things a little sweeter after what has been, in all honesty, a very, very bitter home campaign. The tails are up, and the confidence is oozing out of this midfield as Bradford Jamison battles away and loses. They'll call it back here. Free kick for Minnesota. And suddenly, the StubHub Center is buzzing. And I can tell you from personal experience, those moments have been too few and far between. The little turn from Danladi, the Ghanaian-born striker, fouled by David Romney. So a free kick and a golden chance here for Minnesota to really claw their way back into it via a dead ball situation. So we'll see. It will be Molino, the Trinidadian, standing over it. So Jonathan Dos Santos, a big goal for the Mexico man. Been a busy week for him. And already qualified for the World Cup, but the free kick sent straight in, and not the best of deliveries. Doesn't even clear the first member of the wall. Simple clearance for the Galaxy. And they'll take that every day of the week. Trying to build out of the back. The touch from Colin Martin. Left-hand side for Minnesota, inside their own half. It's their left back, Mark Birch, ex of DC United. Well-traveled, experienced pro. Plays it forward now, trying to link up with Finlay, who's drifted over to the left-hand side and fouled by Michael Siani. Quickly taken. Dunladi squares it out. The big switch on the right. Here's Teese in the right back. He tries to bluff on it. Boateng bites. Dropped off by Molino. Played up. It's Colin Martin. Saved for the first time tonight by Clement Diop. Thrust into action 27 minutes in as he makes his first save, but really didn't have much conviction on it from Martin. Long hit from Diop. Claimed at midfield. Emma Boateng, no fooling him. Martin all over his back. Referee plays advantage. A pocket of space opens up for the Ghanaian-born winger, but he gives it away. Careless there from Emma. It's got to be better. Claimed by Cisco Calvo, who nearly returned the favor, running into a German-born brick wall named Jermaine Jones, who is not having it. He's a no-nonsense midfielder in every sense of the word, that's for sure. Claimed by Siani. Brilliant touch from Jones. He lunges. Great tackle to keep it away from Donladi. It's fierce and bloodthirsty in the center of the park, one could say. Full-blooded challenges from Jermaine Jones. Good to see him adjusting to his tried and true position in that proverbial number 6. And if you're not familiar with the numerical positioning, that means he's that defensive midfielder that sits in front of that back four and breaks everything up. Get it and give it after winning it. And Romney comes over in relief of Emma Boateng. Ashley Cole further advanced into the Minnesota half, but can't keep possession alive. So it'll come back now for Minnesota. Thiessen is trying to build. He'll defer to the skills of Ibsen, and it always seems to be the case with the Brazilians. Big switch down this left-hand side. They've got the space to work. Nice touch from Ramirez, who really has not been heard from much tonight, Ramirez. Their top goal scorer, 14 goals on the campaign, Ramirez. Jonathan Dos Santos sprees it wide. Boateng just crosses midfield. He's got an overlapping run from Gio. Another careless ball, though, from Emma. He's got to be tidier in possession. Offside against Minnesota United and Abu Danladi. And that's come with frequent occasion. Garden Grove, California, Christian Ramirez. Part of the NASL setup for Minnesota and able to make that transition up to Major League Soccer. It's been a great season for him and a dismal campaign, but the expectations were pretty low. They wanted Minnesota to make the playoffs, but they're well adrift of that thin red line. FC Dallas currently the occupants of that position. Ibsen able to win it back. Siani, though, real muscular presence in the center of that Galaxy defense, able to win it. Here's Ashley Cole for Jamison. Makes a little ramp down the left-hand side, trying to feed Boateng. There's Thiessen, stride for stride. A fascinating individual battle that is, as Emma drops that shoulder, tries to go to the byline, supported by Jamison, enters the box, tried to work the triangles with Roman Alessandrini, but the return ball goes over the byline, quickly rolled out by the keeper Shuttlesworth, and here come Minnesota United, looking to build something of consequence. Long diagonal, Cole dives in, Dunladi feels the brunt of that challenge. Molino gets it in the center of midfield, dropping it back now for Martin. The right back, Thiessen, for Boxall, who's been reintroduced. And part of those 3 changes from the side that drew goalless back on the 7th. A 1-1 draw, rather, against Sporting Kansas City. And that draw amounting to Minnesota's 6th on the campaign. Push out to the right-hand side. Half an hour gone. Thiessen. Minnesota rocked by those goals early on. Do they have a reply? Martin at the edge of the box now, and here come Minnesota looking to take a bite out of LA. He reverses direction towards the center, supported by Ibsen. Plays it out wide to the left-hand side. This is Birch, ponytail it all, trying to lift it in. Thumped in by Finley. A super save from Clement Diop. Ooh la la, the Frenchman came up trumps, didn't he? Point blank range. Finley had time to take a touch. He fired it straight in to the gloves of the Frenchman. If there's an element of the game that Clement Diop excels in, it's in his shot-stopping ability, and he used every ounce of it there. Finley had the opportunity to put it anywhere else, but he hit it straight in to Clement Diop, and credit to the French goalkeeper, now of Senegalese nationality, to stay strong and keep Minnesota off the board. What a save. He's made some good ones this year, that's for sure, Clement Diop. You can see moments of brilliance in him, but it's come with some bad moments as well. No question about his shot-stopping and athletic ability. It's his reading of the game and his decision-making that has come into question. And that usually comes with experience, but perfectly excusable because it's a commonplace for a lot of younger goalkeepers. Always the toughest element to learn. When to come out for those high balls, when to step out, how to organize your team. Up and over the top of the diagonal, and it goes into the Minnesota half. They win it back, and they get a good spell right about now. And it's been a good response here in the last 2 or 3 minutes from the visitors. Left-hand side for Birch, locates Molino's, reverted to that left-sided role in midfield. He's got the support of Martin. They can pass it around with the best of him, and well tended to defensively. But Dunladi gets it back. Romney's caught out of position. And here it comes forward now for Ramirez. Lays it off for Finley, but Ashley Cole is there. It may sit up for Molino. It was a clattering challenge, and it's going to be just on the edge of the box here. Referee calls it back, and it was the offside call. So the free kick for LA. Romney takes over on the 33rd minute. Bradley Diallo making a 14th start of the season. He's been in and out of the plans here from Ziggy Schmidt. Left back and right back have been entirely different positions, while Ashley Cole is shorted up with a slight occasion of tactical experimentation in pretty much every game. But right back has been a different story. You've seen the likes of Robbie Rogers go out with injury, and then we saw Rafa Garcia start. Pele Van Aanholt was brought in. Nathan Smith didn't quite work out. So Diallo, perhaps he's the real deal. We shall see. Well, you can help your community in the LA Galaxy Foundation volunteering for an upcoming Foundation Fridays Volunteer Day with community partners. Visit lagalaxy.com/community/foundation Fridays to sign up today. '34th minute. Happy to have you along. 2-0. It was Roman Alessandrini doing the damage along with the header from Jonathan Dos Santos, which underwent video review. And the Mexican was vindicated by the video referee tonight, Juan Guzman Jr. Jameson wins it back meanwhile, and it's an uphill climb for Minnesota, who've had their problems on the road. Just 3 wins, 10 defeats, and 2 draws. They've been a tough nut to crack, however, in recent outings. They've really righted the ship, so to speak, but when you concede 66 goals in the space of 33 games, it's not good. Ibsen trying to turn things better. It's fired in by Finley, and an easy save in the end from Clement Diop. I think I could even made that save, folks, but credit to Clement for being perfectly positioned. Hasn't had a lot to do, just the one save moments ago. LA have dictated possession. They've asked the questions. More so, and most importantly, they have dominated this midfield. This is where character is forged. Losing season. The knives are out from the media, the fans, questioning the character of the team. And the only thing that will rectify matters is both a good result and a strong performance. As it goes up and over the top from LA, offside against Emma Boateng. So a throw in here for, or rather the free kick for Minnesota. They've had some good moments of possession. And other than that chance from Finley, have not really presented too many dangerous opportunities, you could say. Played out, sloppy distribution out of the back. Fortunately for them, Molino is onto it. Ibsen flares out to the left, stepped forward by Ciani, wins it back. Into the center circle goes Jermaine Jones. Tidy little ball for Boateng, who's bowled over by Martin. Free kick for LA. LA in no big hurry right now in the driver's seat. Everything's gone according to the script. Not too many times you could have said that this season. Looking for their 3rd home win of the campaign. Galaxy as a team looking for victory number 8 to coincide with 17 defeats and 8 draws. 29 points through 32 games. In terms of points per game, it's going to set a new record for the Galaxy. Remember, this comparisons really vary because Major League Soccer seasons have kind of varied in their duration. Some seasons at 30 games, some at 28. This one at 34 is a through ball sent through, easily read by Ciani. It's more alert, fit, and ready, Ciani, you can say. Here's Jonathan Dos Santos up and over the top. Gio, and all eyes to the referee's assistant, but the flag stayed down. Credit Bobby Shuttlesworth, the goalkeeper, came out all the way to the edge of his penalty area to pluck it away from the Galaxy number 10. Gio just looking to exert more influence throughout longer stretches of games, and that's been the real critical point amongst the critics levied towards the number 10. Does he influence enough for $5.5 million a year? But on the other side, Minnesota asking the questions. There's Ashley Cole centrally, links up with Jermaine Jones, and the former Colorado Rapid just bowled over by Abu Danladi on a clumsy challenge. No call, however, and here comes Minnesota behind Ibson. He's found a pocket of space, slips around Ashley Cole inside the box, squares it across, and there's another chance for Finley, and again, he hits it straight into Clement Diop. It just sat about 8 yards out. It was almost one step away from being a penalty kick. A tame effort in the end. It really lacked in power. He hit it first time, and there was Diop. And you could say, yes, that's routine, but a goalkeeper, half the battle is putting yourself in position to make those easy saves. And a credit to Clement, who was in the right place at exactly the right time. Still 2-0, but they've had their chances. Seeming to suffer from what Galaxy fans have had to watch and witness all season long, a lack of production up top. Even though they've gotten goals from Ramirez as well as Abu Danladi has found the back of the net on 8 occasions. It hasn't translated tonight, that's for sure. So Molino dives in. It's going to be a free kick for Minnesota. So we get into the dying embers of half number 1, 39th minute now. Danladi plays it. Thiessen's made his way forward from right back, enters the box just on the edge of the corner there. 1v1 against Ashley Cole, and the former Arsenal and Chelsea man really stood him up well. Corner kick nonetheless coming up here for the visitors. It's been an open game. It's been pleasing. A little bit of everything. Good physical challenges, some quality chances, great goals for both Jonathan Dos Santos and a well-taken strike by Roman Alessandrini. The header off the corner kick, tame in the end, cleared away by Ciani. Galaxy need an experienced head, a strong leader at the back. Ciani may be the perfect piece in the puzzle. He hasn't been thus far, but plenty of time to change things. Here's Bradford Jamieson the fourth now as the LA look to build. Boateng as the crowd gets to his feet. Giovanni Dos Santos, square ball, was just behind Alessandrini, who lowers his shoulders in despair. He just needs a little bit better ball. Meanwhile, at the other end, long and hopeful for Abu Danladi, and out comes Clement Diop to say, not this time, young man. Take a seat, rookie. Clement Diop would be wise to be aware of the talents of this young man. I have seen it first and foremost. He is a game changer. And if he can get a good run of games and stay fit, Abu Danladi could be one of the best strikers in this league. As you don't know the story, out of the Right to Dream Academy out of Ghana, found a host family out in Los Olivos, and enjoyed a nice college career at UCLA. And he's got the ball right now, right into the teeth of that Galaxy defense. Here is Abu, beautifully weighted, nicely broken up, though, by Ciani, as he had Finley on his back and making that run on the outside channel. Ciani's been good tonight. By far and away, his best outing as a Galaxy player. Now making his 5th start. Wide on the left-hand side, here's Molino. Crosses in, Romney is there to head it away. Nice positioning from the Galaxy number 4. Roman Alessandrini dropping all the way back into his own half, usually where Ashley Cole is. Those two have had a good understanding all year, but good players know where each other play, and that's the case with those two. Boateng, though, into enemy territory. Flag is down. Gio Dos Santos on that flare run. He's inside the box, and it goes over the byline, and a moment of promise doesn't deliver. But do they get the corner? That's the question. And Alex Chilowitz, the referee, says, yes, you do. And while we've got a moment, hey, Galaxy fans, it's not too late to order your half-off pizza from Papa John's. Every Galaxy game day, you receive 50% off all regular online orders by using promo code GALAXY. That's right, half off your favorite pizza to enjoy with a Galaxy match. Visit papajohns.com and use promo code GALAXY. Giovanni Dos Santos for Jonathan Dos Santos. Never gets old. Alessandrini, lovely skill from him, as you would expect. And not by far and away the MVP, but he's put himself into perhaps at least worth a mention of newcomer of the year. Now, LA's poor record this year is really going to hamper the Frenchman's chances of winning the award, and I doubt that he even cares about it right now. He would gladly trade individual accolades for a better team performance this season, but hey, you got to take him when you can get him, right? So he'll stand over this free kick. It's about 45 yards away. Gives it a ride. Good header from Romney. He had his chance, and for the second time this evening, David Romney, in an advantageous situation, cannot steer his effort on target. What can you say? It was spot on. Just went high of the crossbar. He couldn't get over it, Romney. Usually very, very good in the air. But he's been a menace. And I'm sure it's going to drive the Minnesota manager, Adrian Heath, absolutely crazy. Who, by the way, is one of the more passionate, demonstrative managers in this league. Here's Cole, drops his shoulder, heads past midfield, beyond Thiessen and Finley. Oh my goodness, what a run from Ashley Cole. And he goes down. He'd broken free and tripped up from behind, and it's going to be the first booking of the evening for the right back, Jerome Thiessen. He becomes the first man cautioned. So a free kick presents itself. 44th minute here. No harm, no foul, but it was a real foolish challenge. But Ashley Cole, I'll tell you what, he reached deep into his bag of tricks and skinned two defenders. Right back in, Dos Santos. Giovanni puts in a sublime ball. Allowed to bounce inside the 6-yard box, and the only positive out of it is they do get a free kick or a corner kick out of it. Can they capitalize here and make it a third? Surely it would be insurmountable. Gio from about 35 yards out, supported by Romney, still forward from that dead ball situation. Gio makes the run, but he's headed off by the strong Kiwi Boxall, and a goal kick coming up here for Shuttlesworth, and a chance for them to try and take something positive out of the first half that's been pretty dire. Martin wide, Birch, the experienced man from DC United. And we'll see if they vary their tactical approach coming up in the second half. They are down 2 goals and away from home. And just when they thought they'd turned the corner, they were expecting more here in Southern California. But it's a strong, robust challenge from Ciani. He's had himself a good night. LA able to win it back as we head into stoppage time. Bradley Diallo in his first action in over a month hit right back in a good 1-2 game with his compatriot Alessandrini, who has really shined tonight. Closed down well, and the fight of Alessandrini past 3, the referee. Now we'll call it back at a free kick for the Galaxy. For every bit of quality they've had in possession, when it has been better, the passing crisper, there's been a higher degree of fight from this Galaxy team. Something that's been missing in large parts this season, but good to see it coming into form in the last couple of games. Certainly something Ziggy Schmid can build upon looking ahead to 2018. And I guess you could call these games the first of several friendlies looking forward to next year. So a throw in now on the near side. Thiessen, who was just booked moments ago, and he's hindered from behind. A professional foul from Jamison. Free kick here for Minnesota. They're called the Loons, folks. They made a long trip all the way in, but that's going to do it. And that long trip has not been very sweet for them. It was an early strike from Roman Alessandrini, catching that defense unawares on that free kick, and Roman grabbing his 12th goal of the season, and Jonathan Dos Santos breaking into the goal-scoring column for the first time as a Galaxy player, hit a beautiful looping header from about 16 yards away off the underside of the crossbar. It wasn't awarded initially, but upon video assistant refereeing, it was, and as a result, the LA Galaxy are in the driver's seat and ticking along. Thank you very much here after 45 minutes. All right, it is halftime here in Carson. The LA Galaxy 2, Minnesota United 0. Keep it right here on LAGalaxy.com. Our halftime show is next.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places. StubHub. Hey, Galaxy fans, StubHub is your ticket out. StubHub is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the LA Galaxy.
Galaxy fans, Papa John's has a new offer for you this season. Every Galaxy game day, get 50% off your online order of regular menu price items using promo code GALAXY at papajohns.com. That's right. Cheer on the Galaxy every game day with 50% off your entire online order at Papa John's. Enter promo code GALAXY online at papajohns.com to redeem better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's, official partner of the LA Galaxy.
76 introduces the Long Cut, spending a little extra time exploring the open road. We even made a fancy new TV commercial, and we're going to have our director describe it.
So like we see these guys, and they're like, what's a long cut? Boom, they're all like, whoa, this is awesome. And then they're at a 76 station, and they're like, time for gas. And then it's like, and that is pretty much what the commercial is.
Anyway, we want to hear all about your long cuts, too. Share yours today using the hashtag 76longcut. 76. We're on the driver's side.
StubHub Center, can you read me?
Copy that.
We've identified an extraterrestrial aboard the spaceship. He's been secured and is open to questioning. Cosmic being, what do you want?
I'm here to gain intelligence from Earthland. You are in possession of the powerful and fizzy liquid I seek.
You mean Shasta?
Yes, I consumed Shasta and had the ultimate reaction. Equal parts fizz, fruit, and fun. I wish to experience all the Shasta. These flavors are out of this galaxy.
Oh, we've got the perfect place for you. At the StubHub Center.
Bring them home, guys.
It just has to be Shasta, the official soft drink of the LA Galaxy.
At Southern New Hampshire University, we have just one goal, your success. As the official education partner of the LA Galaxy, we're dedicated to helping the entire LA Galaxy family succeed, and that includes their fierce, die-hard fans. Choose from over 200 online degree programs and gain the skills and expertise you need to succeed in your field. Visit snhu.edu/LAGalaxy.
Come in now and get the 2016 you've been waiting for at Toyota's annual clearance event. Save big with an incredible 0 APR on 10 of our best-selling models, including the 2016 Camry, Corolla, and RAV4. You can even get 0 APR on the redesigned 2016 Prius. Hurry in before they're gone. Financing through Toyota Financial Services to well-qualified customers. Must take delivery from 2016 new car dealer stock by midnight September 6. Offers may vary by region.
Now it's easier than ever to search for the best deal on a Toyota car, truck, or SUV. Just visit buyatoyota.com, the only official site for your Southern California Toyota dealers. There, you can locate a dealer, search our inventory, and find the perfect car with all our current offers. Save time and money. Go direct to the source, buyatoyota.com.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places. Shasta. Shasta, the official soft drink of the LA Galaxy. It has to be Shasta.
And we welcome you back. Halftime here at the StubHub Center. The LA Galaxy currently 2-0 up over visiting Minnesota United. Roman Alessandrini and Jonathan Dos Santos on target as the LA Galaxy go in search of their third home win of the season. Hey, look, it hasn't been great, but a chance to finish with a flourish, so to speak. The halftime report, of course, brought to you by StubHub. Galaxy fans, did you know the StubHub app is personalized just for you? Get the StubHub app today. Start at StubHub and let the fun find you. StubHub, the official fan-to-fan marketplace of the LA Galaxy. Now, I had a chance to catch up with my buddy Kishore Ramlagan, who does all the behind-the-scenes work here. Thank you very much for the game, my friend, and talking about how much the pressure has been lifted off this LA Galaxy team, playing with a freedom that we haven't seen. There's nothing to lose at this point, and they are playing some of the best football we've seen, a midfield that has out-and-out dominated Minnesota United throughout large stretches of this game, and it's really bared the fruit here. Romain Alessandrini playing like a man reinvented. There's team unity, and everybody is having a whole lot of fun in a season that's going to be one to forget, to be sure. But Romain Alessandrini and Jonathan Dos Santos finally, video-assisted replay, working to the Galaxy advantage. A couple of good saves from Clement Diop, twice denying Ethan Finlay, and that has accounted for the 2 opportunities thus far for Minnesota. Other than that, it's been devoid of creativity. They tried to work their way down the right-hand side early in the game. Abu Janladi has been undisciplined in his approach play tonight, 3 times called offside. However, they do have a potent strike force with both Ramirez and Dunladi, who have combined for a very impressive 22 goals this season, and all in all, an attack that has found the back of the net 45 times. Look, it doesn't raise a ton of eyebrows, but certainly a force to be reckoned with as they start to round into form heading late in the season. But that form, well, maybe curtailing right now, as the LA Galaxy have been difficult to break down. And let's be honest, clean sheets have been lacking as well. A chance for the Galaxy to record another one. We shall see what's in store. Statistically speaking, possession absolutely dominated here by the Galaxy with over 63% of the ball and creating attacking chances that, hey, haven't come in abundance, but enough to ask the questions. But more importantly, the understanding between Romain Alessandrini, Jonathan Dos Santos, as well as his brother Gio, have really cut open this Minnesota defense on several occasions. A couple of good opportunities on dead ball situations from David Romney, chances that ultimately went begging. But if you're Ziggy Schmid, there's plenty of positives to address during this halftime team talk and to take forward into half number 2. Now they just want to tighten the screws and get that all-elusive clean sheet, which will be much easier said than done, and plenty of football and soccer ahead of us here in what is Game 17, the final home game of the LA Galaxy 2017 campaign. All right, we're going to step aside, but keep it right here on LAGalaxy.com. After 45 minutes, our scoreline reads, the LA Galaxy 2, Minnesota United 0.
If you've ever had a full count with bases loaded in the bottom of the ninth, or if you've ever zoned in on the top corner of the net, then you might know the thrill of playing at San Manuel Indian Bingo and Casino. Because only one casino is all about the thrill. San Manuel Indian Bingo and Casino. All thrill. Please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
76 introduces The Long Cut, spending a little extra time exploring the open road. We even made a fancy new TV commercial, and we're going to have our director describe it.
So like we see these guys, and they're like, what's a long cut? Boom, they're all like, whoa, this is awesome. And then they're at a 76 station, and they're like, time for gas. And then it's like, and that is pretty much what the commercial is.
Anyway, we want to hear all about your long cuts too. Share yours today using the hashtag 76longcut. 76. We're on the driver's side.
I'm Chris Klein, president of the LA Galaxy, and we're a client of City National Bank. When we look at our organization on the field and then off the field, we want to put together a great team, and City National has become part of that team. The business side of the game starts long before the whistle kicks off, from setting the stadium up to understanding how to sell tickets to watch our great team play this game. For our business to function, we need to have a reliable bank as part of our team. Our brand grows as the sport of soccer grows, and City National helps us bring Galaxy to the world. I love my job. I love coming to work every day and being part of an organization like the LA Galaxy. It's the team across the league that everyone looks at, that everyone wants to be a part of. Anyone that we're involved with, we want to be the best, whether the players we put on the field or who we bank with, and we have that with City National. City National is the way up for the LA Galaxy.
City National Bank, the way up. Learn more at cnb.com/LA Galaxy, member FDIC.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Galaxy fans, Papa John's has a new offer for you this season. Every Galaxy game day, get 50% off your online order of regular menu price items using promo code GALAXY at papajohns.com. That's right. Cheer on the Galaxy every game day with 50% off your entire online order at Papa John's. Enter promo code GALAXY online at papajohns.com to redeem better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's, official partner of the LA Galaxy.
And welcome back. Halftime at the StubHub Center. The final home game of the year, which is ticking along very well. Thank you very much. Roman Alessandrini and Jonathan Dos Santos giving the Galaxy a 2-0 lead here at the break. And it's not just in terms of the scoreline. It's been the performance. It's been solid in midfield. Jermaine Jones, his renaissance under Ziggy Schmid has continued, playing that number 6 destroyer role, and he is flat out mowed over this Minnesota midfield and formed a good partnership, allowing Jonathan Dos Santos to float in behind and be the supply line to his big brother Gio, as well as Roman Alessandrini. And in the striker role tonight, Bradford Jamieson IV. They've had the pace, they've had the width, and they've had the quality. And they could just find a little extra bit and polish. Well, they're going to be looking at their 3rd home win of the season. Currently, the form hasn't exactly been spot on, just 1 win in 17, but Ziggy Schmid has brought in a little bit more organization than we've seen previously. They found their space, but right now, to be frank, it's all about auditions. And if you're basing it upon tonight, they're all passing with flying colors. Hey, Galaxy fans, it's not too late to order your half-off pizza from Papa John's. Every Galaxy game day, you receive 50% off all regular menu online orders by using promo code GALAXY. That's right, half off your favorite pizza to enjoy with a Galaxy match. Make sure to visit papajohns.com and use promo code GALAXY. Christian Miles taking you along for the ride solo tonight, and we've got a good one. Is the LA Galaxy putting together what might be, just might be, their best first half performance here at the StubHub this center. That's not to say Minnesota United have not asked the questions. One of the key talking points, I'm sure, for head coach Ziggy Schmid, marking up inside the box, because at times it's been a little bit flat. Ethan Finley has found himself roaming in between the lines, and twice in point-blank range, but unable to find the breakthrough. So Ziggy Schmid getting set to lead out the troops, and with that, we're going to step aside one final time. Keep it right here on LAGalaxy.com. The second half from StubHub is next.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
At Southern New Hampshire University, we have just one goal: your success. As the official education partner of the LA Galaxy, we're dedicated to helping the entire LA Galaxy family succeed. And that includes their fierce, die-hard fans. Choose from over 200 online degree programs and gain the skills and expertise you need to succeed in your field. Visit snhu.edu/LAGalaxy.
Galaxy fans, Papa John's has a new offer for you this season. Every Galaxy game day, get 50% off your online order of regular menu price items using promo code GALAXY at papajohns.com. That's right. Cheer on the Galaxy every game day with 50% off your entire online order at Papa John's. Enter promo code GALAXY online at papajohns.com to redeem better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's, official partner of the LA Galaxy. Scarves up, wheels up. Buckle up, LA, for nonstop flights to more than 38 cities nationwide with Alaska Airlines. As fans of one of the most decorated clubs in league history, it's only right that you get tons of nonstop access to your favorite destinations, including many road games from one of the finest airlines in the land. Pack your bags, pack your jersey, and pack your full 90 for nonstop flights to cheer on the Galaxy when they go on the road. Scarves up, wheels up. Buckle up for nonstop flights on Alaska Airlines.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power look like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Tonight, some of the greatest artists, performers, and athletes in the world will be pouring their souls out at stadiums and theaters across this city. Tonight, thousands of fans will lose themselves in a sea of like-minded strangers. We still have a few tickets if you'd like to join. We know this may not be a convenient time for you. We know it's not easy to get out. But something amazing is going to happen tonight. And we think you should be there. StubHub, your ticket out.
StubHub Center, can you read me?
Copy that.
We've identified an extraterrestrial aboard the spaceship. He's been secured and is open to questioning. Cosmic being, what do you want?
I'm here to gain intelligence from Earthland. You are in possession of the colorful and fizzy liquid I seek.
You mean Shasta?
Yes, I consumed Shasta and had the ultimate reaction. Equal parts fizz, fruit, and fun. I wish to experience all the Shasta. These flavors are out of this galaxy.
Oh, we've got the perfect place for you. At the StubHub Center.
Bring them home, guys.
It just has to be Shasta, the official soft drink of the LA Galaxy.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life. StubHub. Hey, Galaxy fans. StubHub is your ticket out. StubHub is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the LA Galaxy. And Toyota. Let's go places.
And welcome back to the StubHub Center. Second half underway. The LA Galaxy on the attack as they get things going. Currently riding goals in the 11th and 22 minutes from Roman Alessandrini and Jonathan Dos Santos. Alessandrini credited with the assists. He'll make it 12 and 11. They handed 23 goals for the LA Galaxy, who haven't had a lot to cheer about in terms of goals scored this year. The Galaxy, of course, amassing just 41. So he's involved in over half of the Galaxy goals, Roman Alessandrini, and he's on it right now, but offside. Important for the Galaxy to keep their foot on the pedal, pressure that midfield, which has been superb tonight. Looking for a little bit more decision inside the box. At times it's been indecisive, but enough to break through twice. It's a Minnesota defense that's been charitable this season. As we mentioned, they came in with 64 goals conceded, now 66, and that is the worst defensive record in the entire league. Abu Dunladi, though, going to work on the experience. And you want to talk about youth versus experience. Ashley Cole locking horns, and he's foiled. Minnesota get it back behind Ibsen, part of the midfield two with Colin Martin. So Ari Lassiter has come in. Emma Boateng keeps his spot. Ashley Cole-Siani and Bradley Diallo in the mix. Well, one. Jonathan Dos Santos just losing out there. It'll be a free kick for the Galaxy. So Bradford Jamieson off. Ari Lassiter on for the start of the second half. Emma Boateng off to the races down that left-hand side. He skinned one defender. Boxall read it to perfection, though. The big New Zealand center half has a good sense and reading of the game. Siani wins it, steps into the Minnesota half. Diallo skins and really puts a nutmeg on their number 10. As they have made a switch. Miguel Ibarra getting a chance to run out right now. As Kevin Molino is dropped out of the side, so both teams making a tweak at halftime. And here is the aforementioned Miguel Ibarra. He's had a hand in 7 goals this year, scoring 3 times. We'll see if it translates into any success. They look to build in the back. Colin Warner is also checked in. Wearing the number 26 in white. He's going to sit in front of those defenders back there. Francisco Calvo partnering Boxall. It's come out wide on the right-hand side. This is better for Minnesota. Squared out in front and a sliding challenge. The two Frenchmen got their communication lines mixed up. It was Siani diving in on that cross on the right-hand side. It was hit low and hard, and Diop came for it. And unfortunately for Minnesota, they can't find the back of the net. They come away unscathed, though, LA, and they will thank their lucky stars. That could have been catastrophic, but it's a good approach play here. So the double change for Minnesota, the single change for the Galaxy, and some pushing and some shoving and some hot tempers inside the penalty area. And referee Alex Chilowitz says, hey boys, cool it. So we'll see what's in store. Corner kick coming up, early moments of half number 2. Clement Diop trying to right his ship and get his troops organized as Abu Danladi was in the thick of it. Always with something extra to say. Locking horns with goalkeeper Clement Diop. So the ensuing corner, out comes Diop. He punched for it. In all honesty, made a huge mistake and missed it entirely. And Diop spared the blushes, as they say overseas. Came for it, missed the punch, and unfortunately for Minnesota, a chance they really could have given them a lifeline as a header that was set up for Calvo. He hits it as Diop misses the punch and can't steer it on target. Neither team really taking their chances on dead balls tonight, that's for sure. So ball safely back for Clement Diop. Sends it forward. Long punt. And if not for Boxall, he'll head it back to his goalkeeper, Bobby Shuttlesworth, who hasn't exactly been busy, but he has been beaten twice. So Birch at left back. He'll cross over into enemy territory, so to speak. The movement off the ball, this time by Miguel Ibarra. Trying to work it forward. Here's Alessandrini has won it, trying to make a foray into that Minnesota half. Doesn't have the pace to beat Ibsen, and the Brazilian has won it back for Minnesota. It's a good start to this second half from the visitors. Dictating the play, asking the questions. Finlay dropping centrally now. Leaves it wide on the right-hand side. Thiessen keeping his spot on the right side of this Minnesota defense. Here's Ibsen looking to build just inside the center circle. Warner. Good link play on the outside. Thiessen for Ibsen, who crosses midfield. A high line held by the Galaxy. Remember, clean sheets have been few and far between. Just the 4 this season. Birch brings it down on the left-hand side, and the Galaxy can tend to absorb this pressure here in this possession. They've had plenty of it, but it's what you do with it that counts. Abu Danladi on a bad ball has to drop back. Thiessen gets it, corkscrews the defender, gets off a decent-looking left cross. The header back in front by Ibarra. Well defended by Michael Ciani, who's having his best game of a member of the LA Galaxy, that is for sure. Here's Jermaine Jones, who shoulders off the challenge from Warner. And Galaxy just can't get a foot wrapped around the ball just yet. So Minnesota takes over possession. It's Calvo up and over the top. Flag is up, offside against Ramirez. He's been a quiet presence up top, but the supply line has been lacking tonight for the Minnesota striker. And that will suit Clement Diop and his LA Galaxy defense just fine. Back to Diop now, looking to build out of the back for the Galaxy. Final home game of the season, number 17, ahead of the last game of the campaign entirely next weekend at FC Dallas. Here's Ibsen. Touch forward now, good link play. They're trying to find that pocket of space, and that final ball easily snuffed out from Diop, athletically off his line once again. They've struggled in the final third trying to find that killer pass and that extra bit of spit and polish on the finishing end. Clement Diop looking for just his second clean sheet in net for the Galaxy. Jonathan Dos Santos wide on this near side for Roman Alessandrini. And a swarm of white shirts hovering around Jonathan, dispossessed. Back to the keeper, Shuttleworth. He gives it a ride. Won over by Birch, claimed by Jones. Jonathan for the substitute, Ari Lassiter. I'll tell you what, Lassiter is not lacking in confidence Not lacking in power, just the accuracy as it sails way high. Another look at it from our vantage point, and Lassiter, well, he's found the back of the net, finally broke his professional duck, as they say. Lassiter in a goal in Major League Soccer earlier. He's been very good at the USL level with Los Dos, but trying to make that jump, that transition to MLS has proven to be, for now, a bridge too far. But the time is now for the young man who comes from good soccer stock. Everybody remembers his dad, whose record still stands, along with Bradley Wright Phillips, for 27 goals scored in a Major League Soccer campaign. Diallo, of course, or rather Phillips, equalizing that a few years ago. Ashley Cole keeps it alive. Here's the aforementioned Lassiter playing a little more central than we're used to seeing him, in support of Giovanni Dos Santos. His little brother, Jonathan, finds Diallo, holds off the challenge on this left-hand side. There's a little bit of fire and spunk in this Minnesota outfit right now. I'm sure Adrian Heath really laid into them at halftime. Jonathan Dos Santos now for Ashley Cole, reverting central forward now into Minnesota territory with Ari Lassiter. Boateng faces up on Thiessen. Minnesota win it back. This is Ethan Finley. He's always eager to get off to the races. Squares it for Ibsen. Works its way to the near side as Birch, the left back, joins in on the attack right now. Warner playing that number 6. Sees it skip past him. Over for Thiessen, the right back. Warner in support now. Ibsen. Strong start to the second half from the visitors. Abu Danladi, a pocket of space. He's much too far away from goal from where he likes it. The challenge from behind by Jones, and my, oh my, that was a textbook challenge from the former Germany Youth International. Birch gets it, whips one in off the head of Romney. It drops on the other side of the box for Abu Danladi, looking for a way through. Hit first time by Thiessen and dispatched by LA's Jermaine Jones. Here's Ibsen. It's been a steep learning curve, I am sure. Danladi thinks about it, winds one up, and just slices it. And some words of criticism from his teammates. Thiessen had made the run forward, and Danladi, in true striker's fashion, more times than not, the number 9 is going to take that himself. That's exactly what Abu did. Abu technically still categorized as a foreign international by way of Ghana, despite spending 3 years here as a collegiate player and some time in high school up in Los Olivos. I'm sure he's got plenty of home supporters, fans, and friends in the stands tonight. A pretty good crowd considering the situation for the Galaxy. It's not all roses right now. Let's not sugarcoat it. It's been awful, but it's better. Something to build upon as Ibsen slips past Gio Dos Santos. All 10 behind it now. Flag is down for Birch, who arrives on this left-hand side on the edge of the box. Whips in the cross. Nice header away from Ciani to keep it away from those Minnesota strikers. And the distribution out of the back as Jones hits it straight to the ref. Alex Chilowitz getting a foot in on Minnesota's behalf. It's all Minnesota here in half number 2. I don't know what Adrian Heath said to them at halftime, but they've really taken it personally and heeded his every utterance. Chance for LA to build something of consequence right now as it is a throw-in on this near side for Bradley Diallo. LA looking to build. Poor ball from Ashley Cole, easily intercepted. Danladi faces up. He's got speed to burn, shows too much of it. A swing and a miss on a challenge from Jermaine Jones, and both players hit the deck. They came in with full commitment. In the essence, it was a clumsy challenge by Jones, but it does give us opportunity to remind you not to miss out on any of the action next year. The 2018 LA Galaxy season ticket memberships are now available, starting as low as $17 per match, and include all 17 MLS regular season home matches, preseason games, Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup matches. And to learn more about how you can become an LA Galaxy season ticket member, all you have to do is visit lagalaxy.com/since96 or call 1-877-3-GALAXY today. So good to see Dunlawdy and Jones both up and around. Those two have collided on a few occasions tonight. The knock on Dunlawdy is he can't handle the physical dimension of the game. Spent a large degree of his college career out with injury. His durability is in question. He's going to come into a lot of encounters like that with big fellas like Jermaine Jones laying the wood. Alessandrini, meanwhile, as play resumes, walking the tightrope on that near side, but gives it away. Throw in the Minnesota half for the visiting Loons. Yes, I said Loons, folks. Look it up. It's a bird. And a very handsome logo, I might say, similar to Tottenham Hotspur of the English Premier League. Give it away by Finley, who's been sloppy in possession tonight despite his abundance of chances. The two in the first half. Here's Gio Dos Santos. Good two-man game. Oh, the back heel nearly came off for Alessandrini. Intercepted by Birch. Here's the substitute, Warner. And a great ball forward for Finley. Here comes the counterattack. Finley, Dunlawdy makes the run, and Ciani tidies up at the back for L.A. They've got some pace on that counterattack, Minnesota, and nearly unhinged the Galaxy defense. I'll tell you what, Ciani has had his critics, but has not put a foot wrong tonight. Took a slight knock as well, and Dunlawdy is down after he collided with LA's French defender. Upon further review, as I get a chance on replay, it's the diagonal inside run. Both players just locking legs. And it's Dunlawdy who clumsily bowls over Ciani from behind. Minnesota have won the corner kick, however, I can tell you. Ibarra is standing over it. Ibarra, of course, one of those players who stood out at the NASL level and has made that jump with the team from NASL to Major League Soccer. Dunlawdy slow to get up, and he's taking his licks tonight. Even though he's added some beef and become stronger, he's been knocked around, and he's getting some medical attention here from the Minnesota staff, who will want to be very cautious. Remember, concussion protocol is adhered to strictly in Major League Soccer. Miguel Angel Ibarra Andrade of New York, coming in and standing over this corner kick. So Dunlawdy is okay. Ziggy Schmid and his assistant Dom Kinnear interested onlookers right now as the corner kick is dealt with. Jonathan Dos Santos grabs a hold of it with both feet. And Emma Boateng trying to play it off Thiessen. It's a throw-in now for the visitors. Had a chance to catch some of Ibarra at UC Irvine a few years ago. Promising young college player. Trying to make that jump up to the highest professional level right now. Dunlawdy's come back on. Drops the shoulder. It's all rather predictable. And the angle really cut off nicely by Bradley Diallo. His experience and reading of the game just winning out over Dunlawdy's sheer athleticism. Here's Jonathan Dos Santos trying to orchestrate something positive for the Galaxy. Alessandrini squares it now. Lassiter drops. Jones for Ashley Cole, who plays it forward. Here's the sub, Ari Lassiter, who came on for Bradford Jamieson IV. He didn't have his best first half despite some recent good performances. Remember, this is preseason. And what I mean by that, the rebuilding for 2018 begins now. These players auditioning for spots because, to be honest and quite frank, it hasn't been good enough, and a lot of these guys are not going to be around next year. Gio Dos Santos more than likely will be, but he can't get the ball from Lassiter. A tug at the top there from Lassiter. Referee waves it on. And Dunlawdy at midfield defers to Ibsen. Silky smooth, the Brazilian. Challenged by the Frenchman Diallo. Free kick here for Minnesota. And Alex Chilowitz is going to have a word with the LA Galaxy fullback. Diallo making his first appearance in over a month after a starting effort away or at home here to Toronto. And that was an awful performance for the LA Galaxy. finding themselves on the wrong end of a 4-0 defeat. So throw in now. Ibsen, low header. Birch, the experienced left back. Doesn't like to make those rampaging runs while you've got a moment. 16 origins, one destination. Learn about your favorite players and their road to LA driven by Chevrolet. LAGalaxy.com/Chevy. That one over the head. Falls for Thiessen just on the edge of the box. Twisting and turning. Gets off the cross. Not the best of deliveries. Dunladi volleys it back across. Did it go across the plane of the byline? Yes, says the referee's assistant. So Clement Diop avoids any further harm and will get the goal kick out of this one. So back to Clement Diop. Goal kick coming up for the Galaxy. Gotta love the Angel City Brigade coming out in force despite the circumstances. Galaxy have been eliminated from the playoffs for about a month now. Here's Dunladi dropping to midfield, trying to find the right pieces to the puzzle, and once again overplays it. He hasn't really had that understanding up top since Ibarra has come on at halftime. Here's Ciani for Bradley Diallo. Near side, crosses into the Minnesota half. Triangles develop with Jonathan Dos Santos, Gio, and Roman. And this is beautiful football to behold out wide. It's Emma Boateng, crosses out. It has the elements of a beautiful team goal. Jonathan keeps the move alive. The defense able to recover. Supporting is his brother Gio. Gio in a tight spot. Around one, around two. It's Gio at his best. Diallo keeps the move alive. Flag is down for Jonathan. He's chopped. Free kick Galaxy. Well, they get something out of it. It was a flowing, beautiful move that started off as a great interplay between the Dos Santos brothers and Roman Alessandrini. This could present some hot water right now for Minnesota. So Gio Dos Santos standing over at minute 67 as we hit the midpoint of half number 2. Gio lays it off. Jonathan blasts it in, tipped over the bar by Shuttleworth. What a great effort it was, right off the training ground and nearly into the goal. The ball had lined up and Jonathan hits it, took a little bit of it, almost side volleyed it with the instep. Easy tip in the end from Shuttleworth. Used every inch of his 6'3" frame to deny Jonathan of his second goal of the evening. So upcoming corner kick right now for the Galaxy. And LAG looking for a breakthrough. Surely a third is going to finish off Minnesota. This one whipped in, and they'll retake it. And while we've got a moment, you can help your community and the LA Galaxy Foundation by volunteering for an upcoming Foundation Friday event. You can volunteer day with the community partners. Visit LAGalaxy.com/community/foundation Fridays to sign up today. Here's Warner now. Started strongly for Minnesota. It's subdued now just a bit. Birch, under the usherance of his head coach, Adrian Heath, who's right there with him, stride for stride. As I mentioned, one of the more passionate, demonstrative characters in Major League Soccer is Adrian Heath, now at his second club. Actually starting out with the old Austin outfit in the NASL a few years ago. Made the move over with the club to Florida. Didn't quite work out. Now he's found a home in Minnesota, as Minnesota look to forge a new history. Long diagonal ball from Roman Alessandrini, trying to pick out Emma Boateng to no avail. It's claimed by Ibsen, who in turn hits one for Dunladi. Good first touch from the former UCLA Bruin, trying to go up and over the top. Not this time, says Dave Romney. Ari Lassiter quickly onto the scene and restores possession. Jones to Lassiter. Good ball for Jonathan Dos Santos. Continues to orchestrate the play. He's every bit the part, and his inclusion once again leading to the exclusion in the first 11 for João Plata. In fact, he managed to take the number 8 from Plata, who's now adopted the number 88. Lassiter, meanwhile, on the left-hand side, opening up his body is Jermaine Jones, shouldering it off the challenge from Finley. This is Roman Alessandrini at midfield, had one runner, and it was his brother Gio. No doubt about the understanding between those two. It's virtually telepathic. Been doing that for the last 20 years at both club and country level. With a close eye from their father, Zizinho, the Brazilian who really carved out a successful career in the Liga MX, or Mexico Domestic League. Little chicken wing from Michael Ciani, nudging into the back of Abu Danladi, who continues to learn the rigors of the professional game. He's going to have to learn to better adapt to the physical element, that's for sure. Here's Diallo, who wins it, trying to get it out of the Galaxy half to no avail. Thiessen sizes it up, links up with Ibsen. In front of that midfield 4, wide now for Mark Birch. Surveys the scene, squares it across. Not a good first touch from Finley, and that's Jermaine Jones only too happy to oblige. They're far from out of the woods. Ibarra, the side foot from Ibsen, lacked the conviction. And here's Thiessen. Going to work on Emma Boateng, who's dropping off in that defensive third to tend to the duties. Ibarra, former UC Irvine man. Anteater pride on display tonight. Ibsen up, flag is down. Ashley Cole's appealing for it. Great passing. Dunladi skies it, and it could have been a field goal for the LA Rams. He got his body too far under it. Dunladi had the chance. It was a beautiful, intricate, tight passing build-up. It doesn't pay off with a goal, and that's kind of symbolic of the way the season has gone for Minnesota United. They are a little wet behind the ears, as they say. That one's sailing above the first row of stands entirely, heading into the upper deck. Vancouver Whitecaps currently up a 0-0 over San Jose. Colorado up a 0-0 over Real Salt Lake. That's not good news for LA Galaxy supporters, as they don't want to finish bottom. They are neck and neck with the Rapids, who are 1 point in front. Sporting Kansas City and Houston goalless. Portland 3-0 over DC. Playoff race so interesting, but not applicable tonight to these two. Vancouver Whitecaps currently solidified top spot, 3 points clear of Sporting Kansas City, which makes that result for Minnesota that much more impressive. Last time out, they've got it back, and they're on the front foot. Romney dives in and steps forward and wins it. Good reading of the game, but he's left a slight hole. Colin Warner reclaims possession as it was short-lived. And how about the around the world from Francisco Calvo? A little Tico flash, as they say, from Costa Rica. The diagonal ball, down goes Ciani. It was a grab that time from Calvo, who continued his run forward from center half. The third position in the West, held by the Portland Timbers, finding themselves level on points with Seattle Sounders. An interesting Cascadia rivalry. Houston Dynamo 1 point adrift in that 5th spot. In the 6th spot, a rapidly declining FC Dallas side trying to hold off the likes of Real Salt Lake and the San Jose Earthquakes, both of which are level on 42 points, 1 point below FC Dallas. Boy, oh boy, it's going to be a fascinating final game. And FC Dallas, you can bet they're going to come out with full commitment next week in Frisco against the Galaxy. They don't hold their destiny in their own hands. They're going to need some help from Houston. Trying to get that final play-in spot. Nearly qualification rounds of the MLS playoffs. Would you believe it? They're almost already upon us. As Michael Boxall wins the header, goes over the head of Jermaine Jones and bounces nicely to the feet of Ciani, who slices one over on the diagonal to the right back of Thiessen. Calvo has gotten more attack-minded here from the central defensive position. They got nothing to lose right now, Minnesota. They're also tinkering and holding auditions for next year. Abu Danladi shouldered off by Diallo. Little tug at the top, and The Minnesota striker has a free kick. Tell you from my vantage point, Ziggy Schmid really not animated too much. So they'll look to build out of the back once again, Minnesota. Here's Birch. Big cross from him. Over hits everybody. Tracked down on that far side by Ibarra. Does a couple of step overs. Fires one right back in that big left footed. Jermaine Jones cuts that one out. Relieves the pressure for the time being. Ball sent right into the box. Flag is up. Offside against Minnesota. So we shall see a switch right now. And it's going to be Baggio Husidic who's getting a chance to come back on. And that is a sight for sore eyes. He broke his leg earlier this season. So Baggio Husidic getting a chance to run on here. And a sight for sore eyes. Baggio Husidic, his last appearance, ironically coming against this very same team last May. After really a slew of injuries hit the Galaxy early on and hampered their start. So 5 months out with a broken leg. He's been training for the last 3 or 4 weeks with the full squad. Real useful utility player in the center of midfield. Former Chicago fireman can bolster the ranks. Emma Boateng will go off, so we'll see Lassiter drop into that left-sided role. No tactical switch, still with that 4-4-2. Putting a foot on the ball is Ashley Cole, and his run is ended by Warner, and that was a nasty, nasty challenge from Warner. Ashley was fleet of foot, showed a bit too much of it, and Warner comes in with a no-nonsense tackle. And we're both of his studs up. Everybody quickly on the scene, and Ashley is very, very slow to get up. And he's going to be booked, Warner, for this. Just cleaned out Cole, who is making a little romp to the center of midfield. I've had a chance to review it here. He looked as though he took the ball, but he took a good piece of Ashley Cole with him. Warner arguing his case, saying, hey, I won the ball, but referee's not buying it, nor should he. Birch claims it. Sloppy free kick from the Galaxy. Easily relinquishing possession. Diallo goes down under the challenge. Referee waves the advantage and plays it on. Here's Gio Dos Santos, has been very quiet tonight. Smart diagonal ball wide for Lassiter. This is where he's really comfortable. Drops the shoulder, heads to the byline, squares it across. Great wing play from Ari Lassiter. And that's what he's best at. An injection of pace to stretch the field. So we're going to see the third and final switch upcoming now for the Minnesota United. Finley off, and Johan Venegas getting a chance to run out right now. So Finley started wide on the right-hand side of that midfield. We'll see where Venegas will slot himself in, the Costa Rican. Johan Venegas. Tico's, of course, buoyant after qualifying for the World Cup. But let's not talk about that as U.S. soccer fans. Congratulations to Mexico, by the way, who booked safe passage back on match day 8. And it will be good to see if Jonathan and Bo Gio will be heading to Russia 2018 next year for the World Cup. Of course, that could work out to the detriment of the Galaxy. We'll see how MLS approached the World Cup the last few seasons, the last 2 runs. They've taken the group stages off. that played through the knockout round. Ciani wins it. Here comes Minnesota now. The substitute, Venegas couldn't win it. Jermaine Jones can, and it's come out wide for a real pacey Ari Lassiter, who's beaten Thiessen for pace. Look at those legs. Out wide, good cross in, and Gio Dos Santos. And my goodness, Ari Lassiter, where has this been all season long? Head up, running straight down the throat of the right back, who he beats for pace and squeezes off a brilliant cross. Ari Lassiter really relishing his time in that natural position, wide on the left-hand side of the Galaxy attack. Gio Dos Santos playing higher up as he has throughout most of Ziggy Schmid's tenure. His team crying out for a center forward and really playing with a false nine right now, and Gio Dos Santos leading the line. Wide on the left, good ball through. Ashley Cole fires one across, takes a deflection. Corner kick upcoming for the hosts. 10 minutes to go here, and the season will be over at StubHub. So far, so good. It's going to end on a positive note, but there's still plenty of soccer remaining, so don't get your hopes too far up. It's been fun, though. Goals came early. Roman Alessandrini on the 11th. And Jonathan Dos Santos, after video assistant referee review, grabbing his first for the Galaxy since signing from Villarreal. But they've got themselves a corner. It's Alessandrini on that left foot, and Maji Husidic rising, but sends his header high. He did well to win it over the muscular Colin Warner. You know, Warner is a real brawny presence. He's not going to cede any space. Here's the Costa Rican, Joan Venegas. Tidy player in possession. Thiessen, good ball from him. Plays it wide on the right-hand side. Space for Ibarra, who's drifted out wide to the right. Ramirez in the middle, along with Dunladi. They've got a 4-3-3 brewing right now for Minnesota. Dunladi on the left-hand side of that trident, as they say. The back heel for Birch. He's onside, whips in across, and once again over Cooks. It may drop nicely for Thiessen. Squares it back out in front. Ibsen, head up, right into the mixer. Well defended from the Galaxy, but they haven't cleared their lines. And finally, Jonathan Dos Santos does. The approach play has been, at times, to be applauded by Minnesota. It is right here. In is Venegas. Unable to go. LA unawares of where the ball is. They blocked the initial attempt by Venegas. Just not falling, and it's not their day. Alessandrini trying to ignite the counterattack, and these fans with a little back heel, and gets a little bit of a round of applause as Adrian Heath, the Minnesota manager, continues to pull his hair out on this near touchline. So a free kick coming up. Hey, Galaxy fans, it's not too late to order your half-off pizza from Papa John's. Every Galaxy game day, you receive 50% off all regular menu and online orders by using promo code GALAXY. That's right, half off your favorite pizza to enjoy with a Galaxy match. Visit papajohns.com and use promo code GALAXY. Thiessen. Venegas. Loses out. Looked to be a clean challenge from Baggio Husidic at central midfield. Referee didn't see it that way, however. One more game remaining after this, folks. Galaxy away to FC Dallas. We'll have it for you here on LAGalaxy.com next Sunday. We'll put a bow on the season and put it in our rear view mirror. It'll be an interesting winter down at StubHub in the moves that the Galaxy are going to make, because they are expected to make a lot. Here's the free kick right out the head of Jermaine Jones, who got his noggin on the end of that one. The through ball from Venegas, claimed by LA's Ashley Cole. Experienced defender, lets it run out of play. Goal kick for Clement Diop, who hasn't had anything to do here in the last 20 minutes. A little bit of 6 minutes plus added on time till we bid you adieu for the final time from the StubHub Center. So forward we go. Up and over. Birch claims the goal kick. I'd say the kicking game is looking really good right now for LA Galaxy keeper Clement Diop. He's struggled in that dimension this season. Warner's been a good addition, too, for Minnesota since coming on. He's provided that steal in midfield for Ibson, who's given free roam now. He's trying to slip past Jermaine Jones. He needs some options, the Brazilian. He's got some sweet feet, that's for sure. And gives it away to Roman Alessandrini. So that run and all that possession resulting in a giveaway, and that's going to drive his head coach crazy. Trying to inspire his troops. It's cruise control right now for Gio Dos Santos, wide for Ari Lassiter, and watch out, folks. He's got dynamite and jets in those cleats. One might think that LA Galaxy might have found themselves the winger that they want, but very similar to the likes of Emma Boateng. Both left-footed. But it's Warner who takes over possession, crosses into the Galaxy half. Here's the substitute Venegas, who's taken up that role in central midfield despite his number 11, which you would expect to see him wide, according to the numerical positioning. But I'm an old-timer. Nobody plays by those rules anymore. In fact, I saw a number 9 at right back the other day. Kids these days. Thiessen wins it back. Calvo. It's pedestrian. Not a lot of urgency right now, and they haven't had the combination to the safe, so to speak. Here's Joe Venegas. He came out momentarily, moments ago. Calvo's more advanced, and he's flourished in that role as well. The South American, Ibson. Thiessen, the Swiss right back. LA defending in numbers now. Ibson trying to find his way through and handle link play, but I'm going to have to say the familiar theme raises its ugly head once again in the final third. Minnesota just haven't had enough to break down this Galaxy defense. Yes, they've had their chances, namely of which came early in the second half thanks to Ethan Finley, but you got to take your chances, and they didn't. It's allowed LA to absorb this defense, this possession rather, as they seek clean sheet number 5 on the campaign. Here's Warner. Ibson. Out wide, joining in the attack now. Thiessen. Good ball across. That's Diop, who opts to stay on his line. Tracked down by Abu Dunladi. Really like Dunladi. He's a talented player. Takes it himself. Hovering just on the edge of the 18-yard box. Too many touches, though. And that's just inexperience. Ibson keeps it alive and can't find the link between he and Dunladi. Dunladi has to learn when to get it, when to give it, and when to take it. Something that will come. You're down 2-0, and LA able to ride it out defensively. They're in a very comfortable position, exactly where you want to be if you're the host. You get those first half goals, gives you a lift, because let's be honest, goals have been hard to come by here on their home ground. The Galaxy coming into tonight had 41 goals score. At home, only 14. So 16 goals this season in 17 games at StubHub. That's not a typo. That's the way it's gone. And it's been late in games where they've made their mistakes as we head into the 88th minute here at StubHub Center. It's been a delight being with you here on LAGalaxy.com. Ashley Cole. Going to go the full 90, it looks like. Lassiter trying to combine to good effect. Plays it off. Throw in for the Galaxy. A chance for them to complete what they call the double in the soccer world after that 2-1 win in Minnesota back in May. Giovanni Dos Santos on target, along with a Minnesota own goal, steering the Galaxy to victory. My, oh my, how times have changed since. Galaxy have made a coaching change, and the U.S. has failed to qualify for the World Cup since. Ibson. Thiessen wide. Ibarra trying to stretch the defense, which is looking very comfortable right now. Ten behind it for the Galaxy. That's where they've been uncomfortable throughout large stretches of this season, unable to absorb that defense and see out games. Match management has been lacking. That's something that Ziggy Schmid was brought in to rectify. It looks as though he's just starting to tighten the screw. No imagination. So the Galaxy will make their third and final sub. And we're going to see Gio Dos Santos come off. And Jack McBean getting set to come on. Would you believe Jack McBean, who burst onto the scene as a 16-year-old. Now in his 6th season with the organization, in and out. And featuring prominently for Los Dos. So Jack McBean on the scene. And Gio gets his usual big round of applause here at StubHub as he makes his final exit of the season on home soil. Alessandrini getting stuck into Warner. Gotta love Roman Alessandrini. Never backs away from a fight, no matter the size of the opponent. Tenladi shoved from behind by Jermaine Jones. No call from the official. And confirmation from the 4th official on the sideline. It's going to be Baldomero Toledo indicating 3 minutes will be added on. Here's Roman Alessandrini on the front foot. And a meaty super tackle from Colin Warner. My goodness. Came in full-blooded and just took it right off the feet of Alessandrini, and it's released. Ramirez on the right-hand side. It's been a disappointing day for the number 21. Ibarra slips past Ashley Cole. You don't see that too often. However, it's good coverage and support from Romney, and Cole able to win it back. Lassiter. The Galaxy looking to build upon a clean sheet. Last time we saw one of those back on September 2nd in that 3-0 triumph over the Colorado Rapids. They had a goalless draw at Seattle. That one coming back in July. They managed a 0-0 draw away to DC United as well. Before that, and that came after that 2-0 trouncing on April 7th of Montreal. 5th could be exactly what the doctor ordered. It'll make training a little bit more pleasant this week. I'm sure Ziggy's been riding the boys, but it's Venegas who's inside, puts it out in front, and oh my goodness, it should have been a goal. Ramirez is waiting on that far post as Venegas snaked his way around. Bradley Diallo, or make that Baggio Husidic, who was beaten. The side foot ball square across, and it was Ramirez just waiting at that far post, and he couldn't tap it in. They have squandered their chances, and now here comes the counterattack. Alessandrini for Jack McBean, who gets his first touch, plays it forward. It's Jermaine Jones, and out comes Shuttleworth. And Jermaine was just inches away. Couldn't quite find his way back into the net, Jermaine Jones. Venegas. Keep it right here on LAGalaxy.com. After full time, I'll be right back to wrap up the festivities here from StubHub and unpack what has been a great day for the Galaxy so far, but they're under pressure here late. And it's a dispatch ball by Jermaine Jones. Open field, it's wide open. Here comes Roman Alessandrini. It's a 1v2. It's Roman, you betcha! Sweet as candy, French flair. Ha ha ha! Ooh la la from Roman Alessandrini. The perfect night for the Frenchman. He bags the brace. A hand in all 3 goals. The LA Galaxy 3, Minnesota United 0. Gotta love it. And he does. Just deserts goal number 13 on the season for the Frenchman. The LA Galaxy most valuable player. All smiles right now. And there's a lot of sunshine here on what has been a real dismal season. It was a 1v2. He wasn't closed down. He picked his spot to that bottom opposite corner, right across the face of the keeper. It was a great goal from Roman. And he likes it and the coaching staff embraces Ziggy Schmid. You haven't seen that too much from him. He's just going to get his second win and his second stint as LA Galaxy head coach. The goals 82 minutes apart, by the way. Don't see that too often. Officially accredited his 3rd-minute stoppage time. That's going to do it. Full time here. And the Galaxy with a big home win. Hey, it doesn't mean anything, but from the looks of these players, the first time you've seen team unity, everybody on the same page, and I think I see the beginnings of a smile out there. Jermaine Jones with a monster performance in midfield, muscularly marshalling that midfield 4 as Ziggy Schmid embraces Adrian Heath. It was a complete victory. It wasn't perfect, but they do not concede. It's the 5th clean sheet of the season for Ziggy Schmid's LA Galaxy, and a day that will just relieve a little of the pain. It's a relief. And just perhaps, some of these players have taken the first step in their auditions for 2018. Just to recap, the goal came from Roman Alessandrini on the 11th minute. 22 minutes in, it was a header on by Jonathan Dos Santos on the cross from Alessandrini. It wasn't initially credited. It went to VAR, Video Assistant Referee Review, and thereby awarded by the official in the booth, Juan Guzman. And then moments ago, the capper from Roman Alessandrini on the breakaway. And it ends tonight. LA Galaxy 3, Minnesota United 0. Keep it right here on LAGalaxy.com. I'll be right back to close up shop from Carson next.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life. StubHub. Hey, Galaxy fans, StubHub is your ticket out. StubHub is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the LA Galaxy. Start at StubHub and let the fun find you. And Toyota. Let's go places.
Tonight, some of the greatest artists, performers, and athletes in the world will be pouring their souls out at stadiums and theaters across this city. Tonight, thousands of fans will lose themselves in a sea of like-minded strangers. We still have a few tickets if you'd like to join. We know this may not be a convenient time for you. We know it's not easy to get out. But something amazing is going to happen tonight. And we think you should be there. StubHub, your ticket out.
Scarves up, wheels up. Buckle up, LA, for nonstop flights to more than 38 cities nationwide with Alaska Airlines. As fans of one of the most decorated clubs in league history, it's only right that you get tons of nonstop access to your favorite destinations, including many road games from one of the finest airlines in the land. Pack your bags, pack your jersey, and pack your full 90 for nonstop flights to cheer on the Galaxy when they go on the road. Scarves up, wheels up. Buckle up for nonstop flights on Alaska Airlines.
At Southern New Hampshire University, we have just one goal: your success. As the official education partner of the LA Galaxy, we're dedicated to helping the entire LA Galaxy family succeed, and that includes their fierce, die-hard fans. Choose from over 200 online degree programs and gain the skills and expertise you need to succeed in your field. Visit snhu.edu/LAGalaxy.
Galaxy fans, Papa John's has a new offer for you this season. Every Galaxy game day, get 50% off your online order of regular menu price items using promo code GALAXY at papajohns.com. That's right. Cheer on the Galaxy every game day with 50% off your entire online order at Papa John's. Enter promo code GALAXY online at papajohns.com to redeem better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's, official partner of the LA Galaxy.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
StubHub Center, can you read me?
Copy that.
We've identified an extraterrestrial aboard the spaceship. He's been secured and is open to questioning. Cosmic being, what do you want?
I'm here to gain intelligence from Earthland. You are in possession of the colorful and fizzy liquid I seek.
You mean Shasta?
Yes, I consumed Shasta and had the ultimate reaction. Equal parts fizz, fruit, and fun. I wish to experience all the Shasta. These flavors are out of this galaxy.
Oh, we've got the perfect place for you. At the StubHub Center.
Bring them home, guys.
It just has to be Shasta, the official soft drink of the LA Galaxy.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
Not often I get to say this. Welcome back to the StubHub Center. The LA Galaxy victorious. I'm not kidding. 3-0 victors over visiting Minnesota United. Hey, it's too little too late in terms of trying to make it to the playoff races. The Galaxy, as well as Minnesota, long since eliminated from postseason contention. But now as they look forward to 2018, they finally have something positive to build upon. It's a team performance that saw an overwhelming dominance in midfield. Minnesota made a couple of changes at halftime, finding themselves down 2-0. They got a foot in the game and a barrage of chances in the early stages, but Clement Diop getting some assistance from his defense and made a couple of good saves, the Frenchman, to keep things at bay. And would you believe it, the LA Galaxy, with just their third home win of the season, bringing their total home point tally up to 14. They collect their 5th clean sheet as well. Hey, it's 14 points. It's still going to sit a club low, but something to end upon on a high, and that's going to do a world of good for them. For Minnesota United, well, it ends a run of games. It has seen them lose just once in 5, and now they find themselves winless in their last 2 after a 1-1 draw against Sporting Kansas City just 7 days ago. So something to build upon for them as they look forward to their final match. They will be away to San Jose next Sunday. The LA Galaxy, meanwhile, will be away to FC Dallas to wrap up the 2017 campaign. Time now for our man of the match, which is brought to you by Herbalife. Herbalife, nutrition for a better life. Well, I think this is pretty much a no-brainer, folks, but when you have a hand in all 3 goals and score a brace, you get it every single day of the week, and this time it's going to go to who else but Roman Alessandrini. He's been chiefly responsible for so many goals this season for the LA Galaxy. He had the assist on the header from Jonathan Dos Santos and really looked refreshed, and reinvigorated on that left-hand side. And Roman Alessandrini with yet another standout performance, and he will bring his total up to 13 goals scored and 12 assists on the campaign. And it's an LA Galaxy man who has had a hand in the space of 23 of their 44 goals. That gives you an idea statistically how important he is. His performances go beyond statistics. His fighting spirit and his relentless thirst for the game have really served as an inspiration and a player that a lot of people should take as an example, because his approach to the game is exactly what you want it to be. And in a season where things haven't gotten right, some of the appointments in terms of personnel haven't been right, he has been absolutely spot on correct all season long. Started like gangbusters at the beginning of the campaign, had a little bit of a fall off by his own lofty standards due to injury. Welcomed the birth of his first child last month or so, but he is a man, when fully fit, is a force to be reckoned with and was a valuable addition to the LA Galaxy. So a tip of the hat to the general managers, Pete Veneas, Jovan Kurovsky, as well as the rest of the staff for getting that one right. So Roman Alessandrini, our man of the match tonight, who had a hand in all 3 goals and managed to find the back of the net both on the 93rd minute as well as the 11th minute. And time now for our lesson of the match, which is brought to you by SNHU. See yourself succeed at snhu.edu. And I think the big difference between this team and a large part of the performances throughout the rest of the season up until this point was organization, team spirit, and fight. But more importantly, they were not outmuscled in midfield. They dominated the midfield four. Jermaine Jones was absolutely immense, had a nice partnership in the center of the park today. And he will thank his lucky stars that gave a free roll for Jonathan Dos Santos. And Michael Ciani also putting together his best performance as an LA Galaxy player. He looks solid in between the fullbacks, pairing with David Romney. So some great individual standout performers, but the team cohesion and fight and organization to be applauded tonight, and that is something that the LA Galaxy will have learned and take forward into next weekend's clash away to FC Dallas. All right, I'm going to step aside. However, when I return, we'll be right back up to wrap up shop here from the StubHub Center, where the LA Galaxy have walked out 3-0 victors over Minnesota United.
Come in now and get the 2016 you've been waiting for at Toyota's annual clearance event. Save big with an incredible $2,500 factory cash back on a new 2016 Camry, $2,000 back on a new Sienna or the redesigned Prius. Get $1,500 cash back on a new Corolla or $1,000 back on a new Tundra. It all ends September 6th, so hurry in before they're gone. Must take delivery from 2016 new car dealer stock by midnight September 6th. Offers may vary by region.
When you buy or lease any new Toyota, you get Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Toyota Care covers normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. There's even lockout protection and 24-hour roadside assistance. See your Toyota dealer for details and exclusions. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska. Toyota, let's go places.
Galaxy fans, Papa John's has a new offer for you this season. Every Galaxy game day, get 50% off your online order of regular menu price items using promo code GALAXY at papajohns.com. That's right. Cheer on the Galaxy every game day with 50% off your entire online order at Papa John's. Enter promo code GALAXY online at papajohns.com to redeem better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's, official partner of the LA Galaxy.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. Power up like a pro. Contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Scarves up, wheels up. Buckle up, LA, for nonstop flights to more than 38 cities nationwide with Alaska Airlines. As fans of one of the most decorated clubs in league history, it's only right that you get tons of nonstop access to your favorite destinations, including many road games from one of the finest airlines in the land. Pack your bags, pack your jersey, and pack your full 90 for nonstop flights to cheer on the Galaxy when they go on the road. Scarves up, wheels up. Buckle up for nonstop flights on Alaska Airlines.
Tonight, some of the greatest artists, performers, and athletes in the world will be pouring their souls out at stadiums and theaters across this city. Tonight, thousands of fans will lose themselves in a sea of like-minded strangers. We still have a few tickets if you'd like to join. We know this may not be a convenient time for you. We know it's not easy to get out. But something amazing is going to happen tonight. And we think you should be there. StubHub, your ticket out.
And welcome back. The StubHub Center, a happy place right now as they say goodbye to their home fans. The LA Galaxy with a 3-0 victory over Minnesota United. What's up next for the LA Galaxy? Well, the Galaxy head to Dallas to end the 2017 season as they take on FC Dallas coming up on Sunday, October 22nd. You can listen to all the action right here live on LAGalaxy.com as we put a bow on the 2017 campaign. Christian Miles unpacking this one for you. The LA Galaxy, 6th shutout of the season. Incredible stuff for them as they finally get it right in the back for the first time in quite a while in their first shutout since the beginning of September in that 3-0 triumph over the Colorado Rapids, which is also the last time that they managed to take victory here at home. Just their 3rd home win of the campaign, but giving the fans something to smile about here. They'll hope those good times continue next week when they have a tough trip to Texas to take on an FC Dallas team that is fighting for their playoff lives. Unfortunately for the LA Galaxy, they can't make any headway up the standings right now as a result of Colorado's big victory tonight. They managed to walk out with a commanding performance in terms of midfield possession. However, scoreline reading 1-0 over Real Salt Lake, and that's going to scupper some serious playoff hopes for RSL. But congratulations to Colorado Rapids trying to get their act together It'll come down to the final game to see who finishes bottom of the Western Conference. And right now, it's as you were, the LA Galaxy finding themselves on 32 points, just 1 point below the Rapids. So it'll be interesting to see how Jermaine Jones approaches that. The former Rapid man would love to get the maximum points against FC Dallas and really deal them a curveball in their hopes of making the playoffs and upend his old team's hopes of finishing above his new team's, as the LA Galaxy look to build and really look for something positive. Back-to-back wins for the first time in 2017. Victories have been hard to come by. Victories the order of the day as Seattle Sounders take care of FC Dallas 4-0. And the Galaxy will, I'm sure, take some lessons from Seattle's big win and try and add to the Texans' misery next week. Same scoreline between the Timbers on the right end of a 4-0 result over DC United. That one of the Pacific Northwest. We see Vancouver 1-1 against San Jose Earthquakes. Colorado victorious. And, of course, Sporting Kansas City goalless against the Houston Dynamo, which really affects their playoff hopes. And the New England Revolution, Jay Heaps is out as manager, and they get that new manager bounce. 2-1 victors over visiting NYCFC. So a little humble pie for Patrick Vieira and company in what has been a fascinating day in Major League Soccer. Once again, our final score today, LA Galaxy 3, Minnesota United 0. That's going to do it for me here at the StubHub Center. I'll see you next week at FC Dallas. Until then, it's so long and good night from Carson.
Galaxy fans, Papa John's has a new offer for you this season. Every Galaxy game day, get 50% off your online order of regular menu price items using promo code GALAXY at papajohns.com. That's right. Cheer on the Galaxy every game day with 50% off your entire online order at Papa John's. Enter promo code GALAXY online at papajohns.com to redeem better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's, official partner of the LA Galaxy.
Tonight, some of the greatest artists, performers, and athletes in the world will be pouring their souls out at stadiums and theaters across this city. Tonight, thousands of fans will lose themselves in a sea of like-minded strangers. We still have a few tickets if you'd like to join. We know this may not be a convenient time for you. We know it's not easy to get out. But something amazing is going to happen tonight. And we think you should be there. StubHub, your ticket out.
At Southern New Hampshire University, we have just one goal: your success. As the official education partner of the LA Galaxy, we're dedicated to helping the entire LA Galaxy family succeed, and that includes their fierce, die-hard fans. Choose from over 200 online degree programs and gain the skills and expertise you need to succeed in your field. Visit snhu.edu/LA-Galaxy.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
I'm Chris Klein, president of the LA Galaxy, and we're a client of City National Bank. When we look at our organization on the field and then off the field, we want to put together a great team, and City National has become part of that team. The business side of the game starts long before the whistle kicks off, from setting the stadium up to understanding how to sell tickets to watch our great team play this game. For our business to function, we need to have a reliable bank as part of our team. Our brand grows as the sport of soccer grows, and City National helps us bring Galaxy to the world. I love my job. I love coming to work every day and being part of an organization like the LA Galaxy. It's the team across the league that everyone looks at, that everyone wants to be a part of. Anyone that we're involved with, we want to be the best, whether the players we put on the field or who we bank with, and we have that with City National. City National is the way up for the LA Galaxy.
City National Bank, the way up. Learn more at cnb.com/LA Galaxy, member FDIC.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places. StubHub. Hey, Galaxy fans, StubHub is your ticket out. StubHub is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the LA Galaxy. And SNHU. See yourself succeed at snhu.edu.